Exclamation point Matcherino. Click on that code, log in, claim it. You don't have to do anything else. That's all you get. As we go into four hops versus Worth, our versus right now with the Asuka and Soul.
And this is a very interesting one. Two very high-level players. Like, you would probably normally see this in a top 8 somewhere. You would not see this as your first round match, as we are seeing it right now. And what?
It's a Toho. We're playing Toho right now.
It took me a minute to realize what was happening. I was like, why? That was sick.
The Night Raid, I did not mean to interrupt you there, but the Night Raid Vortex actually clipping out through the gigantic projectile from Asuka was pretty sick. I was not expecting that. Because I saw the hit early on, and it still hit on the other side. That was quick, very much. Like, got turned around there. Four hops still in the lead at the moment here. We're getting the knockdowns early on, but we saw a lot of projectiles in that last round.
Yeah, absolutely. And Worth now trying to balance that mana gauge. The arpeggios are going through. We're going to do a full bookmark. Okay, we like our spells. Just use the teleport back and re-bookmark it here. And now four hops trying to find the way in.
So also, you need to really use that bookmark toolbar. It's really handy at these points. Oh god, that's 2 of them.
Yeah, and the gravity staff as well just makes this such a nightmare as well. But four hops able to weather the storm just a little bit, can still kind of steal this round. No, never mind.
Oh no, the good old 2D in there, get the knockdown on there afterwards. It's one of those buttons that I love to hate when I'm fighting against Asuka. Okay, yeah, here we get on the other side here. We're holding it down with the slash. Go ahead, use that RC on here. Goodbye to the mana shield on top of that. Not enough to kill though, but that's a lot of damage.
Yeah, and you've got to survive for so long as well if you're Worth. You cannot let four hops even breathe on you. Your health bar is so low, but there we go. We've got the mana back now. What can we do with it?
We're going to just get hit with bandits early on, but now we're okay. We're back on here. We're holding it down. Keep it in the mid-range. I like that in there. Oh! Puts himself in the corner, but I like that teleport to get away from the situation. We're getting knocked down. We're just playing up at the Night Raid Vortex. Come here. Grab a hug.
God, this is, I love that this is how we're starting out tonight, you know, four hops and Worth, you know, probably just trying to get all warmed up, so we're seeing a lot of scrambly situations here and there, but for that to end like that with the Night Raid Vortex.
There was a lot of them. That was the most Night Raid Vortexes I've seen in a hot minute in a solo matchup, and it was kind of, it got the job. Like, it got you to the interstate. It got you on the route you needed to go to. It was getting the damage, it was getting clips in there, causing the knockdown to stop Asuka from doing a lot of the more annoying things that Asuka is known for that we've seen in those matchups. But now we're back at it. Time for the fireballs.
Yeah, we've also got the auto-regen bookmark as well going on. We're spending our arpeggio early, not letting that stack up. We got another one. We just spend it instantly. With the big counter hits and sharp to the wall.
Pulling it down there, we're using that shield, that fall, those defense on there, but we go ahead and get the follow-up. Not enough meter to continue it, but we get the knockdown at least. Actually goes over the 2D with the Volcanic Viper, but you're still stuck in it. You finally found your hit with the Far Slash.
Yeah, that mana bar looking very low at this point. Here we go. A double throw situation, and no doubt about it, four hops just taking that first round again.
Absolutely here. Strong to get a big explosion for the cone. More cubes for the cube party here. Add as many as possible. Unfortunately, we almost got the bounce back on that. That was going to be a really good conversion. Unfortunately, it was a little bit too far away.
All right, but Worth, though, finds the space in order to reload here just a little bit. We got that ice spike to do some funny things with.
Interesting that we're seeing a lot of the Volcanic Viper in there. Like, he gets rid of the projectiles for sure, but maybe thinking that Worth is going to be trying to approach. Maybe not. Now we're getting the corner. We do get the nice little clip on there, but now we're stuck in the void.
That could have been death, but Worth are sharp, unfortunately, just not finding the right tools at the end. Four hops needs to be flawless from this point on. Not a whole lot of tension to work with either. We do have that burst, but not going to be looking to touch it.
Just goes ahead, gets the grab, back into neutral, but tried to go on the OTG on there afterwards, but don't worry, the Bandit Bringer has your back. Come down from the sky like a comet, make a wish on the soul, bad guy. You got your wish granted, 2-0 so far.
Oh man.
When you wish upon a soul bad guy. That's what I actually want to hear.
I don't think you actually want to be wishing on a soul bad guy, I'll be honest.
It's quite rude. It's not a great experience. It's not you don't rate that on the app that high.
Definitely
with
a 6
bad
out
guy.
of 10. Would not recommend.
Yeah, got the food to you, but at what cost?
All right, but here we go. Color switch install. It is time. Can Worth start off tonight's ladder on the right foot, or is fourhops just going to seal it up with a clean 3-0? What a starter!
Already more than half that life bar gone on that. Get the positive bonus in here. We're just going to keep it to the mid-range, calling it down, bring down the drop the beat on there, and we go in with that charge dust to finish. Oh, we're trying to get that first. We were trying so hard. We did not get it, though. Yeah, I think Worth trying to bait a little too hard there at the very end, but you know, it doesn't matter. No harm, no foul. Burst available on both sides as we start off this second round, and again, Worth just getting the better of the round start. Yeah, too far away. Already getting like a resupplying on there. A little bit of low on mana here, but we're holding back at least enough to get the projectiles back out here. Call down. The quad laser coming out. Jumping is useless. Oh, not that bar slash though. Yeah, big damage.
Big chunky counter hit comes in, and life bar's just about even, although that mana shield just about to get cracked here. Worth though, oh! Unfortunately, the YRC not doing anything for Worth, and here we go, fourhops on match point.
Actually gets a little bit of a counter hit on the 2P to get things started, and we're going ahead with the wild throw back in there. Already backdashing in there, trying to realign to the gameplay that they were doing a little bit before. At least getting the push away to get the zone on there and calling out the bandit revolver, but we're not getting much else out of it. We're just chipping away slowly but surely.
Again, that gravity staff just going to wreak havoc with fourhops approach. Worth getting a full bookmark, able to reset the spell rotation here.
Oh, that's a whole solar system on that gravity well here. He did get hit on the very end. Great blocking from fourhops. He does get to hit it with the jumping slash. We're trying to get that approach into there, trying to bait out a button, trying to make you hit anything on here. We're holding down that faultless defense.
There we go, that big god cube giving Worth just a little bit of space, but mana, or rather health, just about even. Fourhops finds the hit, able to seal up the match.
Seal it and deal it on there, and
the thick of things to make it to top 8. Matoi Shogun on the Johnny though.
Interesting, like on there. Like ScaryEsquire I've definitely seen in our top 8, kind of going back and forth, like on that with the Millia on here. Matoi Shogun with the Johnny on here. Like Johnny definitely got some nerves in that more recent larger patch on there, but we'll still put in the work in here, playing the cards a little bit. We got the corner, set it up to get the guard pressure on there afterwards, set up another one, but you do have the ability with Millia to get out of those tricky situations.
Yeah, we can already see that ability in full effect. ScaryEsquire going to take this all the way to the other side of the screen, get that wall break, and now looking for that next setup. There we go, goes opposite side this time. He gets a sick reset as well.
You know, that's the way you gotta run with that on there. You set up the tandem top, you make him guess on there afterwards. You're playing the win game on there, but the call out from Matoi Shogun in there. Just get the air throw in there. Stop that nonsense.
Absolutely, yeah. And the stop sign though, stopping anything that Shogun was looking for. ScaryEsquire now just trying to reestablish that vortex. Shogun gives up burst though.
I like the call out, just doing the backdash on there afterwards to get away from the approaching Millia on here. This looks to be like a clean round. That overdrive is definitely going to make the mark on there. And that first one going, no, it's tied up now. No, my bad.
I mean, it certainly felt like that was a game, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
ScaryEsquire. ScaryEsquire working with full burst now. Nothing in sight for Shogun, but Shogun so relentless right now.
Came in on it, we're going to go ahead with that. Your bad boom is rising on there, goes ahead and cancel it out there. Doesn't get quite to the corner, but does get the call on the other side as Matoi Shogun tries to get away.
Oh! Big counter hit. And yeah, we should be able to get the wall break here, yeah.
Keep it down on there, a little bit of argument, but still gets hit with the misfinder from a distance in here. Iron safe with the Millia car coming out to play, and they're into the bust-off blades. One more time for the road. Not enough to break on here. Not too far away from the wild stop, but you know we're going to send another one out, keep you locked down as we go back in here, and the confirm from ScaryEsquire. I almost knocked my hat off while trying to say that.
Yeah, good awareness from ScaryEsquire, keeping calm, cool, and collected there at the very end. Definitely could have just let Shogun impose their will there.
Oh yeah, yeah, for sure. We were seeing, you know, you still got a decent amount of damage. You got a decent range to work with here, especially if you're being able to. If you can lock down Millia, especially with the guard crushes, and keep it in your court there, you've already won most of the battle at that point. Like, you've actually locked down Millia, and like, but we've seen more times against ScaryEsquire trying to get out of the situation. Not right now, though. We're already back in, forcing the burst out back into neutral.
Yeah, Shogun doing a good job so far, only using the YRC, able to get the card pop for the full extension, bringing Scary to the corner. Scary, though, good corner escape. Now just looking for the hit, finds it, and now able to start that vortex.
Yeah, the jump in, got the mark on there. I do love that YRC into the deal already being set on there, so you keep your turn right afterwards with the misfinder. But right now, we're tied up in there with the overdrive from ScaryEsquire. We're trying to get on the other side. Oh, yet again from the air throw.
Shogun's just ready for these hard knockdown air side swaps. But Scary just as ready as well, able to take that first round.
Yeah, that's one of those things too where you gotta really worry about where like what is happening at those moments there. But go ahead, get the knockdown into cam top. Not ready for the Millia setups I'm seeing on the other side. We're guessing wrong, unfortunately, on that. We do get the follow up on there. The Molotov, the just block. YRT keep ScaryEsquire into the corner, sends the deal yet again.
Not close enough. And yeah, maybe just a little bit of a panic situation there from Scary at the very end. Gonna almost cost him the rounds. Barely alive, but the follow-up will seal it up.
Yeah, watching those toes, watch them go away from your body on there. We're already kind of getting back with the air, jump back into the air dash, trying to keep up and surrender. We're trying to do some setup with the Artemis again, but Matoi, no dice. We're throwing the air throw yet again. We're back in the corner. We're going to break some walls.
And this is just kind of going from bad to worse, at least for just a moment. Scary, though, able to make the best out of a bad situation, able to get this positive bonus, but Shogun, 50% tension to work with, also has burst, so any significant hit going to mean burst gets spent, but the Joker trick!
Even though it's like not enough, even with that guts on there, trying to set it up with the blue RC, catches on the backdash on the slowdown on there. Matoi Shogun taking it 1-1 now, tying it up.
Ooh.
I do like that Matoi Shogun. It's like, you know what? Every once in a while, it's like, you want to play the mix-up game? I know you're wanting to play it. Let me just call it out. You got to be in the air for a lot of those, the really good setups in there. I'm just going to call it out and get back into take back control.
Yeah. I mean, and to be fair, like, that is sort of the Millia game plan. So Shogun has probably played against their fair share of Millias in the past. Oh!
Yeah, very hard to block on the first on that. Unfortunately, goes for the low version of the misfinder. Does not hit ScaryEsquire. Gets punished.
Oh, no way. What's my name to punish Lust Shaker is insane.
Yeah, like the found, like realizing, okay, there's a gap in here somewhere. Let me throw out the button, and it did work here. We're tied up yet again. We go ahead and use that Wild Assault on there. It's going to scale down considerably, but does take the lead and the pressure into the corner. YRC, get off me.
ScaryEsquire using all those movement options, just trying to stay as slippery as he can. Meanwhile, Shogun locks it down with the card pop there at the very end. ScaryEsquire. Oh no, the walls might be closing in.
But not quite yet here. A little bit of a follow-up here. A little bit of a network issue on that, but we're right back into it here. We're going to try to go in with the vault on there afterwards. This Finer back in there first to get off and get away from the maximum damage on the off the wall.
The health disparity right now definitely looking pretty bad for ScaryEsquire. We can still... Oh, I was going to say ScaryEsquire can still bring it back, but Shogun, again, just keeping things on lock. Just taking that second game. And now, ScaryEsquire, it's time to look inside and ask the hard questions. What do you need to do?
That's like interesting because it's again we're seeing even before some of the setups begin, like Matoi Shogun's like, you know what, I'm gonna get around this. I'm prepared for whatever challenges. I know you're going to be always moving. You're a Millia player. You're always going to be moving. You're trying to set up your things before I can. Been really cognizant of calling those out. So that's why like got the first like those last two matches here. We're right back into it. First hits go to Matoi Shogun.
Esquire, good use of the command dash, able to bypass the Mistfinder there, but Shogun giving up the burst so that way ScaryEsquire stays by the corner, although we've made our way back to mid-screen in the meantime. What a setup!
Oh, that was all from the 2K, 2D on there, low profiling over Johnny at that point. We got the switch over. We got that Mistfinder downward spiral on there. Say the name. That is my name, Johnny. Put that on the check.
Not enough to kill. ScaryEsquire though, 50 to work with. Doesn't have a chance to spend it, and now Shogun. One more round to get this W.
More on that, but we're already getting nice call out on that. Waited for the landing on there. Did get punished from against ScaryEsquire. Enough time to set up the card afterwards, but does get hit with the Capel from ScaryEsquire.
And these two are just swinging right now. It's whoever's going to get the first significant hit. Shogun able to do it, and now we're trying to get set up using the vault. RC does get used on Scary's side though, so kind of a pressure reset, able to get the 2K, 2D knockdown. Good block on the overhead!
Block into confirm and tag your it, and that's going to be 3-1 Matoi Shogun. Face them with the beard. You had to face the mighty.
I want to see some big swingers. Here we go. We got Mouqui and Cheryo on the screen right now for you.
Okay, yeah, big hits. I haven't seen Ramlethal in a hot minute, but definitely been seeing a lot of the Goldlewis players coming out and shining through that. Cheryo, no exception to that. Red I Am Not, a few others as well. Lasagna Slayer, definitely been seeing them from time to time offline and online. But right now is Mouqui, who's going to go in with a big hit on there with the two parts of the Rekka here. Tries to get the follow-up, but does not break the wall.
Yeah, honestly, probably good on Mouqui not to take that wall break if the opportunity presented itself, as we can see the reward for that, getting that round win.
Yeah, not. I just noticed Cheryo's tag in the game too. Incredible. But go ahead. We're already backdashing in there from the 2K from Mouqui here. We're already back in it, and we're trying to play the Ramlethal game from Season 1 that got in there with one of the swords, throw down the diagonal one in there, cancel it out. RC time. Check it out. Nice tech from Cheryo.
This is some crazy defense from Cheryo right now, but just as I say that, getting hit. And we are definitely going through the wall, getting that sword refund and starting to regenerate that burst. Meanwhile, Cheryo getting that level 3 Thunderbird out, the back throw incident. Really needs a big hit somewhere to bring yourself back into this, but Mouqui finds it first, takes the first game.
Yeah, you're not going to find that big hit anywhere. You're going to have to wait till the next round to make that happen. Mouqui there was a lockdown. There was a complete lockdown in here. It's like, sir, you cannot come in here. This is presidential orders at this point. I'm in command here. This is my jurisdiction.
Do not pass go. Do not collect $200.
Oh man, we were collecting $200. We were supposed to do that? Oh no.
Yeah, honestly though, it's very interesting to see. I want to say that this is my first time actually seeing Cheryo in action right now, or being able to like commentate Cheryo in action. We can already see Cheryo on the offense this time.
Yeah, first things first on that, going in with a Behemoth Typhoon, guard crushing for days here. Already have that life bar is gone here, but Mouqui finds the gap, gets the call in there, enough time to go ahead and throw the back rocks on there, get the fall up, but nice conversion from Mouqui.
Mouqui just walking Cheryo into the corner here. This should be no doubt. No, the Texas-sized gut saving Cheryo here.
Yeah, she's down the YRC, pushes away on there, but you know what? The 6P still reaches on there. I can still make it my turn if you're trying to approach. That was a great option for Mouqui.
This is just looking a little dire for Cheryo right now, just looking for that first hit, bringing out Skyfisher, only getting a trade there, but now Cheryo trying to walk down Mouqui, but Mouqui answering right back.
Oh, and we're seeing that yet again on here. Don't have any of the follow-up on here, but we're going ahead. Actually able to get out, get the escape on there. No follow-up from Mouqui.
Free Thunderbird passes Mouqui, unfortunately. But Mouqui not able to get the full conversion, but the tap dust behind everything. Mouqui taking a 2-0 lead. Cheryo maybe still just trying to get warmed up.
Oh, there's some just knowledge happening here from Mouqui, like really kind of keeping to that mid-range, holding back, waiting for the Behemoth Typhoon to come out before we saw the backdash coming into the approach, using the long swords in there, and we know, even doing a pretty good job of like as the swords are going away, it's like I know my options here are limited because the sword's in the ground. I gotta wait for it to come back, wait for it to recover at that point. Was able to get a few of those options in lockdown before we get back into it, but now it's 2-0, a clean 2-0 so far from Mouqui. And we'll go right back into it with the burst, and back into the corner Cheryo goes.
Didn't want to get that side swap from the Behemoth Typhoon, but here we go. Cheryo getting a back throw incident. The pop-up from that Behemoth Typhoon. This isn't going to be enough to kill, surely,
I think
right?
it is. Yeah, it is. It definitely is. I saw that life go down. At that point, it's like, oh yeah, the wall burst is going to kick in. You're going to have that happen. Wow.
All right.
All right, yeah, forcing the burst out there. Pretty smart in there because they're going to leave Ramlethal without one of the swords here. Both swords are now like held back down. Back into the Rekkas. RC gets one of them back here and actually calls out with the 5P. Back in the corner you go.
Flash leads to a trade, but Cheryo still having to look for that opening. Has 50% tension to work with. Able to use the YRC and unload the minigun. And now able to start a little bit of offense, but Mouqui giving up burst. Able to go right back on the offensive.
Right, with the fire a little go get the knockdown on the ground damage. Unfortunately, I was already on the ground, so couldn't get that final hit on top. Maybe thought it was good to get the extra OTG, but now this is where you don't want to be because you got hit by Goldlewis, and you know what that means. Goodbye to your life bar. It's now Cheryo's. Cheryo got a match in there, still in it. Oh wow,
okay.
that was that was fun.
That was so dirty. Cheryo able to make this a match now, 2-1. Mouqui still looking for that final game, but Cheryo, signs of life being displayed.
Signs of life, but it almost wasn't going to be that way. We saw it was just that one final hit on there. Unfortunately, was trying to make it happen. Mouqui has all the tools to be showing off, but here comes that jump B from Cheryo, getting the knockdown. Nothing on the Ondo afterwards from Mouqui, but now you're stuck in the corner.
Yeah, and against the Goldlewis as well, not something you want to see. Mouqui, though, able to start offense, able to stay in that mid-range, getting jumped in on.
Set up the minefield on there, and you're going to go ahead, get another sweep on there, play a little bit of handball. Got the racket out. A racket's a coffin. Don't worry about it. It's regulation.
All of a sudden, what looked like a surefire 3-0 is now in threat of being a 2-2. Cheryo, though,
whiff on the throw on there. Unfortunate for Mouqui. They're now going to get caught with the low. A lot more of the low behemoth type coming out from Cheryo now.
First being used by Cheryo, and now level 1 Thunderbird getting traded for a sword. Mouqui just looking for that opening, invests the last sword in, and now getting that thrown. This is bad.
Bad, and you know, like, just like that, you said it yourself, Squid Pope. That is now a 2-2 situation, turning things around in the ladder and trying to get those precious points to get into those winning spots to remain on the winning side of the double elimination part.
Alright. What is going to be the adaptation from Mouqui? Is there going to be an adaptation from Mouqui, or is Cheryo just going to complete the reverse sweep at this point? I mean, those first 2 games definitely felt like Cheryo was just trying to get their eye in.
Duel 1.
Yeah, definitely, and like sure showcasing on that was definitely got the eye in, and now has the pressure on there. Jumping beginning of Typhoon does catch on there, does block on the burst in there, but does get in anyway with the jump D afterwards on here. Down with the system, bring it out, break your glasses, get that follow up on here. Not enough to kill, but that's a significant lead.
No full butter churn there for Cheryo, but you know what? It doesn't matter with the run-up Behemoth Typhoon at the very end. Cheryo now on match point. Mouqui just searching for an answer right now.
Yeah, where big damage was happening before, we're only getting little hits in the tree trunk. The tree grows stronger after being cut slightly on there. The burst coming out of the play. We're back in the neutral, trying to hold it down with the Rekka on there afterwards here. Does get that tap dust. This is what Mouqui needs.
To get the full refund on the sword as well with the wall break. This is where Mouqui's been at their most dangerous, that mid-screen reset.
Oh, and just waits it out, trying to find a button. The button is what gets marked on here. Another tap dust on here. We're on set point for both players. Yes, we are.
Final game, final round. Winner remains undefeated. Block on the low to start things off. Cheryo just immediately rushing in with a wild assault.
And we catch the backdash on that too. Ooh, okay. That's a lot of damage. Oh no.
Mouqui does have burst.
Yeah, uses it immediately.
Here we go, down with the system.
But you gotta watch out for it. You gotta go on the other side. Nice blocking.
That's it. No more burst for either side, and Cheryo with the low. Able to
on the tag there. Was not expecting that, but we got the Potemkin versus the Nagoriyuki. Big boy battle, a lot of meat on the screen.
Absolutely 2 big meaty men slapping meat, as some may say.
Meat. Okay, yeah, get it down, strike it down on there. We're in that level 2 blood meter. We catch it in the air, and we're gonna go ahead with the RC, catch it down, strike down that blade. That's a round for Spud XL.
No burst being spent on either side of the screen right now. What a backdash, able to avoid the throw. Esgifto forced his burst in the situation, and now Esgifto just looking for the opening with the slide head, able to find it.
Garuda impact gets onto the other side, finds the Potemkin Buster, makes him stand up, make him sit down, get back in there, do it again! Oh, that
Potemkin Buster is open for rides.
Would you ride the Potemkin Buster? Be honest.
No.
Okay.
Absolutely not.
I might ride it once and then go to the hospital. That might be what I do.
I mean, hey, fair enough. Esgifto. Woo! Oh.
Okay, Beyblade gets it on, and they're like a little bit of a, not whip punish in there, but cancels out with a PRC. Back in the corner you go. Significant damage here. Live chip on that level 3.
Esgifto just looking for that final opening. There it is!
Oh, you know, if at first you don't succeed, RC, do it again!
Exactly.
I love watching Esgifto play that. Just like calling out. It's like, oh yeah, because he got the clean Garuda impact on there, and if you don't do the faultless defense, you don't do the push away on there, you gotta you are very susceptible to one of those mix-ups with that, especially with the Potemkin Buster incoming on there. Just have that extra layer with the PRC on there afterwards to cancel it out and make it happen anyway.
Absolutely. I also do want to say, though, Spud, like, made that game really close as well. Like, one solid counter hit there at the very end, and Spud would have taken that. Unfortunately for him, that first game going the way of Esquipto, and now we're already seeing Spud taking very commanding early lead.
Oh, and now we're being a little bit more controlling. It's kind of more what we saw on there. Get the backdash in there from the RC from Esquipto, but right back at you. We're going to tie up, actually get the lead in terms of life in here. As long as you get the follow-ups on here, Spud might be able to have it, but not quite. Oh, I'm a liar.
Very, very brave from Esquipto as well, not spending the burst when he, or where he could have. Instead, the drop kind of saving him from having to do it and able to take that first round. This time, though, Spud, very commanding position yet again.
I really like how Spud has been focused on this match. We see Gifto going in for some of the armor options. They're great perfect, by the way, on there. But where we're holding down, like, realizing that Esquipto, we've got enough room in there to get the 6P on there to cover up a lot of the ranges on there from that, like, slightly step aside on there. So getting it hold down. This is on the 2H, unfortunately, here, but does get the follow-ups in there to get back into the corner. Doesn't get the knockdown from it, but we get to confirm and a little bit more of that blood.
This is looking like, yep, it is. Spud XL able to get a perfect with that game win as well.
That was a double, was that a double perfect that we saw there?
I think that was only one. I might have been mistaken.
Ooh, yeah, that, like, just, it's hard sometimes with, like, a lot of damage on the screen. Sometimes, like, keep it at the moment's notice there. But, yeah, like, really good turnaround there. Just being able to, like, call out a lot of that with the armor and, like, doing the follow-ups in there, because he just had that 1 point of armor from some of Potemkin's moves there.
Right, now if we head into this third game, both of our players splitting our first two. Ooh. Yeah, Esquipto immediately giving up burst, does not want to see any follow-up after the counter hit.
With a touch on the Mega Fisto, but we're going to cancel out the PRC, get a big hit on the downward strike down there from Nagoriyuki.
But what good space control, using the Beyblade at the very end, trying to catch Esquipto, doing something there. We'll take that first round, and once again, Spud winning the round start, able to take full control.
Reverse DP does get it on there, but the Mega Fist does get, go ahead, get the knockdown. Here is where Gifto wants to be. It's confirmed on there, forces the burst away from Spud with that, like, follow-up on there. But the Hammerfall, the connection with the RC on there, guarantees a combo on there afterwards, and we're going back into the Beyblade, and that was 2 very quick rounds for Spud.
Spud looking locked in right now. Esquipto might just have to take a little bit of a different tact with this one.
Yeah, we saw a little bit more of that in there. This time Spud was like, you know what, I'm going to seamlessly go into it. I'm going to use that armor, get the RC on there to take it back to my turn in there, keep control. You're seeing a little bit more of that distance in there. We're seeing a lot more Mega Fist from Gifto. That has kind of worked in there, but the call out, that's going to work for sure. And you get the corner too, and you're going to get these follow-ups over here. Break down the wall, take it over, Heat Knuckle.
I'm sorry, like, the jump scare of Beyblade getting countered has gotten so hard.
It is. It was very scary on that. Prayer Hands does get the mark on there, but here comes the Gigantor on there, just to get a perfect right there. Gifto not out of this yet.
Yeah, Esquipto looking to take us to a Game 5 right now. Round start 2K does mean that Esquipto is in a pretty good spot, especially after that Potemkin Buster. But here we go, Spud just like that, tying up life bars.
Hammerfall, Garuda Impact is blocked on there and goes into time. It's time to get, yes, a Potemkin Buster. You know, that was, I said last time, Spud XL, that was 2 quick rounds. That was even quicker for Esquipto.
Stubydean, we are going to Game 5 in the blink of an eye.
Yes, that's exactly what I want to see. I want to see bloodshed. I want to see it all down the line. I love it when, especially in the latter portion, we're just getting like all the way to that Game 5. We're having some visceral matches here.
Yeah. All right. Everything to play for. And Esquifto, that undefeated streak is on the line. Meanwhile, Spud just looking to be in a better spot to try and qualify for that top 8 right now. Already off to a very good start, getting a hard knockdowns to push Esquifto to the edge of the screen.
Well, Spud wants that corner in there. Use the burst in there to maintain the pressure on there. But we're getting flicked on there. Big 2-8. Not going to get much of a follow-up on here, but you do take a bite out of the crime with the blood-sucking universe. Get a big counter hit afterwards, and you're set point for Spud.
I mean, that couldn't have gone any better way there for Spud there. And look at this round start. Again, already forcing Esquifto into the corner. Unfortunately, the armor for Esquifto doing its job. Spud now forced to mid-screen, and now we're going to the corner.
And the effect of the Garuda impact in the Potemkin Buster is really being felt right now. Went in for the strike on there afterwards. Spud was trying to backdash away from it, expecting the Potemkin Buster potentially on there. And Esquifto was ready to get a full punish on there. Tying it up here. Final round between these two. Big counter hit, forcing the burst away from Gifto.
Gifto knew that momentum was needed, so decided to use the burst there. But meanwhile, Spud gets the counter hit. I don't think you'll have the right extension. Look at that blood gauge, very close.
We're getting to it, but we're not like we're in that middle range on here. Doesn't finish the follow-up. You're gonna go into the first 2 parts, but now we get Garuda back. This time goes for that. The follow-up on there, still maintaining the pressure in there. Trying to get the backdash on there. Does get finally hit, but does get the jumping dust in there from Spud into the blood-sucking universe one more time. Oh. Happening pretty this month later on, like on that Street Fighter 5. But in the meantime, though, we got Isozaki versus Somedude. We got the Sin Kiss versus Anji Mito.
It's just some dude.
Dude, I don't, you know, just some dude,
we pulled him off the street.
It's like, hey, we asked 5 Anji Mitos what they would do, and just like, we're just gonna spin to win. And there it is, going in, get the throw on there afterwards, set up the butterfly, go to Dollywood.
Isozaki. Oh no. Getting thrown, having to hold the butterfly pressure, and meanwhile, Somedude, guessing wrong, and now Isozaki, RTL coming out. We're breaking the wall, we're getting that positive bonus, but Somedude just about to get burst.
Goes like just follow up, or go ahead. We got the throw on there, no burst for you. I'm gonna save it for the next round on there. First one going to Isozaki.
Stubydean does find its mark. Unfortunately, no follow-up for Somedude. Also spending burst somewhere in that exchange as well. And now Isozaki full steam ahead. Somedude already bleeding heavily.
Already, well, good block on the overhead on there. Going to keep the turret in there. Actually gets plus, but you know what? We're just going to call it out with the DP on there. Rolls in there, rolls into the joint with the throw from Isozaki, and we're going right back into the second verse.
RTL coming through. Somedude very healthy on the Anji Mito. Actually, the guts coming in clutch here, and Somedude just trying to make the comeback happen. Wait a minute.
Wait a minute, indeed. Here we're going to go ahead and get the 5K. Going to get the follow-up. You're going to get guaranteed. Not enough to get the full conversion, but get the overhead and tie it up. Calls out the DP and just spins anyway with the hit. Bring in the fish at the end. Take the round.
That was sick. And Somedude also able to save burst throughout the entirety of that, able to use it on a bad situation on the round start. And now, full steam ahead, Isozaki going to have to guess somewhere.
Get the big counter hit into the L-Con on there afterwards here. We're going to go all the way to the wall here. Just follows up, knows it's not going to break on there, so goes in for the 6K reset to make it happen after that point here. We're all, both players are backdashing to get away from that situation.
Somedude, once again, going to have to steal this round somehow. good spin with the fish to start, but the DP to blow up the butterfly setup.
Oh, unfortunate. Not enough to kill, though. Maybe fortunate indeed, but you're going in with a 2K on there afterwards here. Missed on the jump in after the spin, trying to get like the call out with Fujin, and that could have been very big on that, but Isozaki was able to turn things around, get in that little love tap at the end there, take the first match.
Oh, yeah. I mean, again, very... we saw Somedude very mentally strong, able to take that second round just from 0 health there, so can't really discount him as we head into the second game.
Certainly not on here.
Color install coming in immediately.
Yeah, go ahead and get the knockdown. Tries to go for the grab on there, too far away. So we're just going to wait patiently, get the throw, and we go in with that close slash to get a big counter hit.
Tyrant Barrel going to be the option to get the hard knockdown there. Somedude guessing wrong on the jump in, but it's...
Oh! Going in with the counter on top of that here, trying to turn things around for Somedude. But, you know, goes a little bit too early, was already ducking on the co, was able to get the punish on there afterwards. And Isozaki looking pretty good right now.
Absolutely. Isozaki just trying to take this momentum and run with it right now, getting the walls flat with the TP. Somedude just looking for an answer right now.
Some answer coming in there, but we're going to get the confirm. Isozaki with a full stick of butter right now, but we're in that perfect position in here just to get down to break the wall on there. Tight. A little bit of a lead for Isozaki, but getting very close in there, and we're calling it out yet again here. Going to the spin and going to get the close slash and forcing the burst away from Somedude.
Burst being spent by Isozaki now. No burst on the table for either side. Isozaki, a very significant hit. RTL with the follow-up should be enough, and it is.
Oh, we are not keeping this RTL on the DL at all here. We are making sure we're getting our money's worth on that. 2-0 so far. There's a little bit of patience happening in there, like waiting for some of the Anji actions in there. Going into spin with the extra, the point there where it gets blocked on there. You get the follow-ups on there, waiting for some of the Fujin options and going by far. Isozaki's navigating this pretty well.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Big round start for Isozaki immediately means that Somedude has to give up first. Isozaki also giving up first somewhere along the way. Now, Somedude just trying to keep this pressure string tight. Isozaki DP's out.
Yeah, we get the follow-up on there after the Hawkbaker. Even though it didn't know, we're still going to continue on with the Tyrant Barrel. Timing that very well. We go ahead in, we got to immediately using the deflect on there, but that's really hard to keep Sin Kiske away. As we're seeing right now with the RTL, back into it, not enough because Guts is kicking in from Somedude.
Oh, the low option this time with the follow-up up stomp. Isozaki just rotating through the options, able to take this round on match point.
Yeah, you know Sin Kiske is going to step on those toes. It's going to be one of the things we get through this battle. The trade on there in the favor of Somedude. Does get in with the low from Fujin on there afterwards here, but misses the connecting flight.
I think that might have been an even sicker follow-up, just sort of unintentionally by Somedude. But here we go, Isozaki, Rave just runs up, hits a button, able to get the counter hit. RTL is the option. Uses the full explosion, the full stick of butter being put into the baking pan at this point, and the win is what comes out. Isozaki with a 3-0.
Oh, didn't even have to use high altitude baking directions with that. Didn't have to go the RTL. My favorite name of the night, by the way, on there. Like Anji versus Ino.
Yeah, Stubydean versus the Thirstofive. The instant overhead for Thirstofive. gonna result in the wall break right away. Thirstofive, all gas, no brakes to start off this round.
Oh, and we are playing on there. We go ahead with the go ahead with the follow-up on there, the Chemical Love into a perfect, great start for Thirstofive there.
Yeah, I always say, whenever you see an Eno in bracket, you know that they are ride or die with this character.
I definitely seen I know a couple of Eno players out there that have been they've been putting in the work on for sure on that, but going to go in, we're going with the diagonal dive, we're going to hit with that jumping dust on there, we're going to go all the way to the wall, and we do get the wall out by afterwards. Just go ahead, get that overdrive, you've earned it.
Absolutely, and also getting that positive bonus as well, trying to regenerate that burst for a little bit of an alternate usage. But here we go, Thirstofive able to get the hit. The command grab whiffs!
Unfortunately, you still have that follow-up though, and like he's able to get the push away on that, but that does give Stubydean the follow-up on there afterwards to go in, catch with the low. RC time, hold you in the corner, but this time going to go in with the invincible overdrive and the OTG on there afterwards. Nice.
I was about to say, I think Thirstofive may be feeling themselves a little bit too hard, but you know what? Able to pick it back up there at the very end. Good awareness on them. Meanwhile, Stubydean maybe just looking a little bit lost. Maybe just needs a little bit of a refresher on the Eno matchup. Who knows?
Yeah,
but we are... Oh, go ahead.
Oh yeah, no, I was just saying, like, it feels like been able to kind of run amok on that was like feeling pretty good at that. Like you said, was like feeling really eager to go ahead, try to get the overdrive, the command on that, but didn't miss on that. But right now, up one, we're already getting back with the Chemical Loves early on, and a big counter hit to make end things.
Here we go, Stubydean taking a much more defensive posture. At least that round start, Thirstofive was taking the free real estate given to them, but here we go, Stubydean able to get the hard knockdown, nothing off of the butterfly Oki. Good dive kick from Thirst.
Oh, we tried to do the jump in on there afterwards. Thirstofive was already up in the air here, and we're just kind of holding it down, waiting for it, and just wait for the end to get the throw and the corner. Big counter hit, no conversion, unfortunately.
Stubydean sees the opening. I think he might be able to kill from here. Yeah, almost assuredly with the overdrive, right? Right?
Oh, yeah, and especially with this, yeah, you absolutely have to can after that. There we go, wall break on there, get the slash on the screen. All the five letters plus the exclamation point, making a mark there. Ooh, whips, unfortunately, on the jump in on there afterwards here. Thirstofive already getting positive bonus.
Positive bonus going to pay dividends. Wow. Oh, TP whips. Oh, here we go. No, the command grab doesn't grab.
Yeah, not like was either too far away or missed like on that opportunity there, and didn't get a lot of pushback because they were already in the corner. That could have been a very dangerous situation to deal with here. But we're already seeing the burst in there, just blocking on that. We're holding down, great defense on there. Like no follow-up for the Fujin there. Just going to give Thirstofive an opportunity in here. Maybe try to fight, either bait out the burst, not going to get it, but going to get the wall anyway.
Yeah, Stubydean rather, looking to take this burst with them no matter where it may lead. Meanwhile, Thirstofive getting bounced around a little bit like a tennis ball as Stuby goes, no, I like this screen a little bit better.
Definitely, like it has a nice overhang on there. You get away from the rain, but the conversion on here, that's going to be what you need. Okay, yeah, wait, the delayed on the burst on there. We're trying to gate it out first time to guarantee it. Still has it, gets the overhead this time on there afterwards. Stubydean tying up the match count.
Okay. All right. I'm good. I'm good.
You good? You good?
I'm good. I like freaked out there for a moment when Stuby didn't actually get the kill before the burst happened. All right.
Oh yeah, they definitely wanted that burst. You could tell that from the beginning, and like just waited till the last possible moment to make it go away and to turn their opportunity. It was a smart decision on there, but definitely got hit with the Fujin mix-up on there afterwards from Stubydean.
Yeah. All right, Risky. What do you think the final result of this match is going to be?
Duel 1.
You know, I think, you know, we've been getting a lot of game 5s here so far. The last couple have been been the 3-0. I think we're due for another game 5. I think we're going to get there. Because I'm blocking on and going to go ahead with a 2K into the 2D on there afterwards. Gets knocked out, but we're spinning and hitting with the fans.
Life bar just about even on both sides, although Thirstofive really on the back foot as things stand. Good just block, just unable to find an opening. Risk slowly getting cranked and able to get the reversal.
Yeah, definitely going with the ultimate fortissimo on that afterwards. Just trying to keep it up with the like throwing down, controlling the downward spiral of those notes on there. But we do get a clean hit from Stubydean here. Like, you want to give me that? Nope, I'm just going to take the round for myself. Actually, didn't even have burst available, so couldn't even do that after we just went in for the win.
Round start low for Thirst, and Stubby already being sent through the wall. It's not even been 10 seconds. And look at that life lead.
Life lead, pretty significant on there. We're going to hold it down, keep you on there, but that call out in there from the Sultry performance in there. This time, going in with the ultimate fortissimo one more time into the depressive scale.
Stubby just trying to stagger this offense, trying to find a button. First getting spin from Thirst, or very strange use, I would say.
Thirsty for bursting here on that, top of that. But we go in, we have to get the go. No conversion, unfortunately, and we're going right again. Go ahead and use this to finish it off on the round. Okay.
But going into this final round, no burst for Thirst. Meanwhile, Stubydean just about to get it back. This is a significant hit. Able to get the wall splat immediately into Fortissimo.
Seeing a lot of the Fortissimo in there as a Swiss Army knife of moves in here, like a the reversal option. Been working to get the extra damage off of there. We get the follow-up, and we block the gold burst. No follow-up on there, but the spin. Make sure that it gets onto Stubydean's side here.
But the 2K, 2D, into the follow-ups as well. Thirstofive.
Quick RC out of that just to get the extra damage from the Chemical Love before the knockdown on there, and trying to make it happen. We got that lead. Thirstofive 2-1 now.
I mean, I gotta wonder is I just gotta wonder what's the adaptation for Stubby here, because like Thirstofive has kind of been playing differently every single game. Will he just stay solid, or are you just going to try and react to whatever Thirst is presenting you right now?
But what we're presenting with there is like a follow-up on there from the jump option from Stubydean. We're going to go ahead and get all the way to the wall. Put a burst on there. Use the Fortissimo because any other option would probably make it very hard to break the wall on there afterwards. We get the confirm from the jump D back into it. Control is Thirstofive all the way.
Okay. Alright, Thirst, I see you. I see you.
Oh, Thirst is thirsty. Thirsty wants this.
I saw that blue beat.
Holding it down. We're still up in the air, but we're going ahead and throw the big tree. The call out on there, getting the block yet again. Enough time to get the knockdown, and we're going to the other side. Thirstofive has been going for that quite a bit. It's been mostly working, but just chipping away at the health. Oh, but actually did on the close slash on there afterwards on the miss up, but here we go. Big counter hit. We're going to go ahead and get the follow-up, throw it out there.
Yeah, instant air overhead as well. Thirstofive forcing burst from Stubydean. Able to get another big hit. Not enough to kill because of the guts, but Stubydean going to need to stay solid from this point on, and only sees the overhead coming, or rather the Geo versus Asuka.
All right, so Madchu, correct me if I'm wrong. Was this our first match in there? Like with the fourhops versus a different Asuka player?
Yeah, it was fourhops on the Soul Badguy, I want to say.
Yeah, I'm wondering.
Word.
Yeah. So I'm wondering if this was I was wondering if it was an accidental pick because with the Giovanna, because there was nothing happening there. But it looks like we're going to go right into it. We're going to see what happens here on that. We're going with the Sepultura, canceling out through the RC. Okay, fourhops is definitely showcasing the Giovanna tendencies on here, and we're going to hold it back with the time cue.
Yeah, And here we go, the full bookmark, just so that way we get the full reload. We've got some good spells on lock. Meanwhile, Madchu just needs to find an opening to use them.
Holding it down here throughout time to get the teleport. I love that teleport away there because Giovanna has to approach you. But, you know, if you teleport right in front, you get hit with the close slash. The knee coming into play, that's all you need there to get the round.
Oh, yeah. 4 hops. Just trying to take an offensive posture, start off the round. Meanwhile, Madchu, very nicely done, able to get space. And now Cube's coming in. Playing a little bit of Toho right now as we just run up throw.
Up to the throw here, canceling out there. Does get the hit in there to the RC, but right back at it, still gets hit with the spiral arrow. Back into the corner you go here, trying to find it in the teleport. Man, like, Madchu's been, I don't know if it's just been like the video on that on the side, but how quick the teleport was. I blinked an eye, I missed it. Madchu's on the other side, going ahead and getting that positive bonus.
Absolutely, and at this point, this is looking kind of like a lost round for fourhops at the moment, but Super comes in. We need to work through this mana shield and fast. Madchu able to find the poke.
Yeah, found the gap in there. Looked like trying to go for the overhead option on there afterwards. So Madchu was just ready for it with 2 key. Gets the knockdown and gets the burst just to get the corner advantage here.
Right, but here we go. Final round. Burst already taken off the table for Madchu's side. Meanwhile, fourhops very close to getting theirs back. Half 50% available for Madchu. Good jump over. Able to find a hit. And now, once again, establishing the zoning game.
All right, hold it back. I'm going to look at the sidebar for a second. Yeah, I got my cards. Let's go. All right, we're back into the gravity well here. So if you can get in there, the Travail, keep a plus on there. PRC, keep you locked down with a close slash on there, but a throw for Madchu takes advantage of the corner for themselves.
Scary situation there, running out of mana in the middle of that, although all good at this point. Meanwhile, we got the auto bookmarks going in. We've actually got the mana regen as well. Fourhops finally forced to spin first, but Madchu, an amazing conversion, able to take the first game.
Yeah, fourhops was going in for the Travail a lot, the spiral arrow in there at the moment. So like setting up the electrical storm in the middle there, like for that prime moment in there, does get the clip on there and like was able to turn things around there. Madchu, like, really nice work.
Yeah, we're not switching to Soul Badguy just yet. Fourhops sticking it out with Giovanna.
The ladder, after all, you know, you get this is your time to experiment on here, trying to see like what you want to play with. Like, wanting to play with the Giovanna this time around here, but we go in. The burst is already on the table here, holding against the green cubes.
Low, trying to capture fourhops there at the very end, although able to take advantage of the situation. Fourhops has corner position. Madchu, no mana, has to survive all this pressure, does so successfully, and now we've reloaded, but we got jumped in on again! Fourhops!
I understand the desire to refill your tank. Make sure you got the cards all ready to go before you get out of the corner. Unfortunately, waited too long, and now your candy is gone.
Fourhops just reached into that bag and took every single team-sized Reese's that there was.
Oh, not my Reese's. My favorite. Oh, we got Nubenheimer with the party of 61. Shout out to them. Hope the Vanquisher routes, I know you're getting to near the end of that. Hope that's been going very well.
Hope you're doing well, Nubenheimer, as we are watching Fourhops and Madchu fight against each other. The RC back didn't cover enough distance.
No, it did not in there, and right back at you, the Giovanna pick, looking pretty good all of a sudden, tying it up 1-1. We're now in a 1-2 situation.
All right. Yeah, the Giovanna pick definitely looking warmed up at this point, like you said. Madchu, though. Obviously, when you're playing a character as volatile as Asuka, sometimes you just gotta chalk things up to bad luck.
Yeah, you gotta go with the likely deck on there if you want to get back into it. But now we are into the throwing out the big fireball, big cubes coming into play here. Gets knocked down, gets thrown back, and right back into Cube City.
Had the auto bookmark there for a little bit, unfortunately expiring just as we were able to get a little bit of offense started. 4 hops.
Gotta love that 6P into the Sepultura in there to go ahead, keep their turn on there. Good advantage all of a sudden for 4 hops here, but we're throwing away. And again, we call it out yet again with the 6P into Sepultura.
No mana, no spells from this point. It is all 4 hops all the time, at least for this round.
Okay, trying to get a little bit of a love tap on there, enough time. Enough to make the concern of the burst into play here, but we get right back in with the Travau.
Switching to our new test case here, Madchu. Spells looking pretty solid right now. Have 2 loaded up. Meanwhile, mana is looking a little low, but here we go. 4 hops. And look at the side swap. Doesn't get the combo though.
I like the quick reaction into 4-up, just ready to showcase with the 60 option into a cancel at any given moment here yet again, but now you're stuck in the cube, hanging out. Cube's pretty good horror movie, but you don't want to watch the sequels. They're not as good.
Yeah, definitely not. I mean, you can only watch the same people traverse the same background so many times, and meanwhile, 4 hops. The super dive kick coming in. Meanwhile, Madchu just looking for that one final hit to seal things up. But 4 hops, unrelenting, looking to crack his mana shield wide open.
Okay, far too deep. Misses the mark here, but we do it. Sepultura, the wild deflect on there, going in mid. Tap Dutch, really good follow up, but we get the burst in there. Wants to keep it in there. Wants to make sure they get the round at thrall. Does get to confirm to knock it down into the slash. That's 2-1 now.
4 hops from honestly, that is unreal. Just a pixel of health, able to get the mana shield crack, and then punishing the regen from Madchu there at the very end. Job well done by 4 hops, and now 1 game away from sealing it up. Madchu needing this game.
Yeah, absolutely something to be said about momentum there. Like, did have another round to work with, and it did go dire on there, but was just keeping up the pace there, and it paid off in their favor. We're already going back into neutral. Gets the back throw on there into the Travau. Going to keep those plus frames going here. One more time, the Sepultura does make its mark here, and that was going to be a bad situation if you didn't use the burst.
Able to find the hit with the kicks, just unable to get the full extension, only bringing Madchu back to the corner. Madchu able to make their way out. Just no opportunity to use these spells.
Okay, we got a 6P of Asuka's own from Madchu right here. We're going to go back in, throwing out the cubes for days in here, locking it down, keeping it away. But you know what? Let's check the sidebar real quick. I got what I want. Let's go.
Guys, you got what you want, but you don't have anything or enough money to spend on it. Madchu trying to take some time to regen mana. Meanwhile, 4 hops able to take an offensive posture, huge trades with a button. And that's gonna be it. 4 hops, 1 round away.
Beautiful conversion out there, but we're going to go right back into it one more time in here. Use the 3 kicks on there to get the advantage into the OTG from the close slash.
Again, just throwing everything that he has. We do have the auto regen happening, but this mana, it's draining so rapidly, and the health bar as well. Strike throw being shown, mana shield fully cracked. Madchu just scrambling
for the eggs, and there's that 6P. Going to go use the PRC just to get a little bit closer and get the full conversion in there. A 3-1 goes to 4 hops to move on, continuing in the ladder.
Giovanna win.
Yo, okay, let's go.
Let's rock.
It is always a treat when I get to see Zato on the screen, let me tell you.
Oh, for sure on that. And I gotta say, like, I haven't seen the pink color in a while with like the pink Getty. It looks really good. I like the gradient on there. We're going in. Spud early on cancels out to make it safe on the RC on there afterwards. He's still stuck in the corner there, trying to hold it down. Eddie holding down the fort.
Not holding it down tightly enough, getting sent into the air, and Spud just executing Zato, taking that first game.
Oh, Eddie already immediately gone from the reverse DP on there from Spud XL here, holding down one more time here. Going to try to find out a beta option here. Eddie is back on the menu here, but going to get guard crush. Actually already getting over the Eddie, but we get a big counter hit in there. Following with the dust, and there we're going to get a good chance to break the wall.
Come in, here we go.
Bonus hit, yep, and you got the big damage on top of that. Set up perfectly for Spud XL.
Just speed running through that first round. Spud XL trying to basically just put a black eye on Poncho at the end of tonight's ladder, as the ladder is going to close in just a minute. So these are final matches being played by everyone right now.
Yeah, T.O. going to be yelling, quit your seriousies or something like that. I'm trying to find a way to do the friendlies on there. It's like, didn't quite edge it out here, but we do get the first hit from Poncho. Going to force the burst away from Spud XL and get the burst right back at it to keep the pressure going.
Burst being trade on both sides, actually favoring Poncho here just a little bit more, getting the positive bonus. Meanwhile, Spud having to take a defensive posture. This blood gauge not really doing Spud any favors, and yeah, a tricky setup there at the very end gives Poncho his first round.
Yeah, trying to wash the blood with blood here. Like going with Poncho, going to take that round in here, holding it back a little bit, but catching over him in a big hand to Spud XL as he gets a knockdown again.
And yeah, again, that blood gauge, not sure how much play it's going to do right now. But Spud getting opened up. We're using the sword super, trying to get a little bit more gauge here on this reset.
Holding it down there, using the super jump in there, that flash in there, immediately used into the RC. Going to get that command grab, not enough to kill though. That is though.
I for sure thought that was enough to kill, but Poncho, an immediate answer back. Good job. And we go to best of 2 territory.
You know how command grabs work. They're cursed to always have the least amount of damage somehow. They're the same amount of damage mostly, but they somehow have the least when you needed to kill at those prime particular moments. Okay, but 1-1 here. Been very out of the gate from both of these players. Who gets the first blood? Oh, it's going to be Poncho.
Poncho winning the round start war right there. Able to get the burst out from Spud. Poncho now has Eddie to work with. We got the drills. We got more drills. We're using the sword to reset Eddie.
Heavenly Sword out of there, going to go ahead and get the knockdown in there, keep it down while there, but we get the approach in there to teleport further, like going in there from Spud XL. Eddie coming back out, getting sniped out of midair. Oh.
Fortunate for Poncho, but able to make the best out of a bad situation. Eddie comes back just in the nick of time in order to lock down Spud. Spud forced to use the RC, able to land a significant hit.
Poncho also whiffed on the command grab, but turning things around in there with the backdash on there after the slow RC, going to take the round.
The round start for Spud means that Poncho does have to give up first, and Spud just desperately poking at Eddie, trying to find an opening, but it is Poncho's time to shine right now.
All right, with the 6-8 for that extra amount of damage on here. Poncho been showing we haven't seen them on the stream, but they've been cooking for sure on that. Spud trying to get back, maybe get the advantage on here. Has a little bit of health to work with here, but Eddie and Zato are tag teaming into the command grab. That's going to be the lead for Poncho.
Poncho looking to end tonight's ladder with a perfect 7-0, trying to be the only person tonight who's played more than one match and remain undefeated. Here we go, Spud loading back up, just wants to leave tonight's bracket haven't done as good of a job as he can.
Duel 1.
Yeah, this could be very critical, like for them, like depending on if they make it into the bracket on top 8, which it's very close up there too. Depending on who gets on winner's side and who gets on loser's side, this could be very critical indeed. Poncho going to go ahead onto the other side, half the life bar gone from Spud. Going to continue down the tirade with Eddie. Pop, skip it and jump away, and we're taking away the burst on that. Not enough to kill, but we are going to get it with the PRC afterwards, spending all of that money. Still not enough.
It's like 2 separate times they're risky that I think Poncho didn't realize that he didn't have the resources to kill. But here we go, Spud, a new lease on life being granted. All that damage being dealt to Poncho, but the swipe by Eddie is going to seal it up. Poncho now on match point.
Oh, such a smart decision too. Seeing the backdash coming in there from Spud XL, so sent down Eddie to do the job that needed to be done at that part here. Getting into the fly, but we're going to go kick. You gotta watch those toes now.
All this damage being dealt by Spud, but the frog coming in, trying to give Poncho a little bit of opportunity to get on the offensive.
Okay, gets in with the jump in there, so sandwiching with the Zato on here. Okay, all right, tying up the health here, has plenty on there, going into, we're strike down with the sword, you're going to get the wall and the positive bonus on top of that.
Goldlewis gets baited, and Poncho seals it up. Poncho ends tonight's bracket completely undefeated, or ladder rather completely undefeated. Determine who is on winner's side of bracket and who is on loser's side. We have Odriman on the Faust. We have Mouqui on their Ramlethal.
Yeah, and Odriman on the Faust, like with the Tornado of Souls early on, taking control of that, already back into the air, getting the call out with that, with the just blocking there. The 6P from Mouqui, going to deny Odriman any further.
Yeah, taking control of the situation, having to use the wall break so that way we can get the sword refund. Oh, the 100-meter being spent for the snip, snip, snip.
Okay, yeah, putting the afro on there a little bit too high, but yeah, the jumping dust from Odriman going to set that flame into the overdrive, and that's going to be it for the round.
Absolutely, yeah. It doesn't matter how little damage this super actually does, the wall destruction will seal it up. Odriman taking the early lead here, but here we go. Mouqui, good round start.
Keep up to the range on the slash in there, but we get in, calling out the wild assault early on in there. Mouqui takes out of the corner, misses on the tap dust in there, but follows up with a 6H on there after the whiff on their great start.
Odriman though, getting the air hit, able to follow up into snip, snip, snip. Fakes the Afro Light for another one.
Yeah. Had to readjust the fade a little bit. It's on fire now, going to get the extra hit after the confirm in the mid-air. Forcing the burst out from Mouqui here, nearly tied up on there, but we get the pizza cutter, gets a little bit of a hit.
That's Crow gets blocked, and here we go. Odriman able to seal it up. Able to get a little bit of health as well, unfortunately not being able to take it with them into this next game.
Yeah, unfortunately, maybe we saw Mouqui a lot of back and forth in the latter portion that we saw here. Unfortunately, had to deal with like controller issues and computer issues and game crash issues before even getting to this part. So that's a hard kill to climb at that part. Odriman being able to maintain their full control there.
Yeah, just a lot of momentum being killed from just having to wait so long, having to fix a lot of issues, like you mentioned. Yeah, actually true. Fix spectator desync for 2.0, please.
Yeah, I'm admit I kind of like watching the life bar game and guessing what's happening, but also please, yeah, let's fix that issue right away. The 6P to begin things are there, sending up the mini Faust in there, going one end, snip, 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 give them a haircut.
Choosing to immediately light the Afro, getting a big counter hit, unfortunately unable to follow up immediately afterwards. Mouqui already down a burst bar. But now we're applying pressure.
Yeah, pressure in there. Goes in and finishes out there, but nothing else afterwards in there. Just going to try to take their turn back without anything. Unfortunately, Odriman gets onto the other side, sits in there. Bomb is out of play. The reversal in there actually gets the bounce away on the bomb in there, but we're already in the midair, getting away from it from Odriman.
Just wasn't able to take the space that reversal provided. And Mouqui just dying against the corner. Odriman looking to take a 2-0 lead at this point. You do have the hammer in pocket. Side swap mixes do find their mark. But Odriman forced to give up burst after a bad command grab.
Oh, he fired that hammer like a t-shirt tube at a basketball game at that. Got that confirm, and there we go again with the overdrive yet again, breaking those shins. The shin fighting champion Odriman right now.
Burst available on Mouqui's side as well as that 50 tension. Odriman just needs to find a good opening, does so, snips the option, one hit away from taking the 2-0 lead. Mouqui gives up gold burst and gets a really good hit.
Going ahead with the follow-up in here, gonna get a good advantage, has access to the RC, which he used after the tap dust on there. Not gonna be enough on there even with the overdrive, unfortunately here. Gonna have one more interaction to go.
Odriman doesn't want to be a hero, wants to save this burst for a rainy day. Mouqui taking full advantage of it. The stack overflow with the tap dust means that we're going to a final round.
Okay, Odriman trying to confirm this. This is, again, top 8 tiebreaker at this point here. But we go in, go okay. Yeah, bring it down, try to use the diagonal sword on there. We're going to get a hold on there with the charge crush, forcing the burst out from Odriman.
Just polluting the screen now at this point. The mini Faust does find its mark. And now Odriman trying to mix up just a little bit. No, Mouqui gives up the burst.
Okay, I like that just trying to get away because the Mouqui has been threatening with the 6B option quite a bit. A little bit of love thrown into the air, and yet again, we got it. We're finishing out the Rekka.
Odriman just not ready to punish it. Here we go. Last Crow finds its mark.
Just throws it out there. That's 2 up for Odriman. Looking very strong right now.
Yeah. If I'm Mouqui, I'm like, yeah, sure. Let's just get this match over with.
Maybe I figured out a couple things too, though. Maybe.
Yeah. No, yeah. If obviously, Mouqui having to deal with all the controller issues and the PC crash kind of sucks. Mouqui just trying to have to make the most out of a bad situation. Odriman sitting at a 2-0 lead right now.
Oh, mini Faust on there. Already jumping into the air dash just to get away from the mini Faust on there, but we're holding it back down in here. Still gets hit with it into the mix, forcing the burst away from Mouqui, and the turnaround in record time for Odriman to go ahead with the mixer into the corner.
Mouqui should be dead here? Yeah. The wall damage gonna be enough. Odriman looking to sweep their way into winner's side. Mouqui. That's a sword toss. Yeah, able to punish the afro throw.
Oh, and I like that as an option in there. Usable levels in the midair, just goes in for the throw. Didn't have the swords to really work with there, so we're holding it back down. Trying to hopefully that bomb won't explode. The throw in there to cover that distance, and another tapped up.
This is Mouqui's best shot right now. Able to get the full conversion and the kill. Burst just about ready on both sides at this point.
We're going fishing. We found ourselves a Ramlethal. Into the mix. That bomb is going to explode in there. Enough time for the meteors to come out. Weather channel.
Item luck that Odriman just got there, as well as the mini Faust to lock down Mouqui. Mouqui at this point hurting badly. Odriman just needs one solid hit, and this will be all over. Here we go. Blue Wild Assault does find its mark. The fishing line as well, not going to be enough to kill. As Throw doesn't do the job, but the follow-up most certainly will. Odriman, a 3-0 secures win.
I watched the Jacko direct-to-video movie over the weekend before Halloween, and it was like not very good. But Badguy looking really good start here, throwing out the servants to begin things to go in and play a little bit of kickball, and I like just the threat of the servants putting the Matoi Shogun into the corner.
Yeah, Badguy. Unfortunately, unable to get the full conversion. Just able to get some screen space, and yeah, another big counter hit. Matoi Shogun bleeding very heavily at this point, just looking for an opening.
Looking for it on there. We got the card out to play. The missed finder connects on there and forcing the burst out of there for the play. A little bit further. Now we're in the servant sandwich here. Set it up. Help me out here. Pokemon Go with low.
Duel 2.
I think I found a Squirtle over here.
Of all the Guilty Gear characters, Jacko would be a Pokemon trainer. I'm pretty sure of that.
Oh, no doubt about it. Badguy able to take that first one. Meanwhile, Matoi Shogun already taking the corner advantage, but Badguy making their way out. That's my name, the call out, able to find something.
Trying that with a J at the end here. We get the call out with the 2P on there. Enough time to set up the servant on there. I like that use of the deflect shield on there just to kind of get away. Still have to deal with the servants a little bit, but that card is out.
Badguy health is draining away. There we go. Matoi Shogun tying things up just like that. Shout out to Pac-Man, by the way, for the $5 Matcherino contribution. Much love.
Yeah, definitely love that, and the players will enjoy that too. Both these players are trying to fight for that position right now here. PRC get to the other side, the run under with the servant to help out. Send out number 1 right back into it, and using the YRC to get rid of all the servants.
Again, Johnny's stuck against the corner, able to make his way out. And a big counter hit conversion as well. No!
Gets out the corner, first round, throwing it back in there. Does get the connect, actually got hit with the servant in the area, gets pushed away, and the servants are on the assembly line formulating a plan to take victory for that first one, going to Badguy. Wow, that's
quite a scramble there at the very end.
Yeah, it's like I was not expecting the servant to hit in the air like that, and to continue, it got a combo actually on there, was just close enough to the wall in there just to get the follow up on there afterwards, and a little bit of the scramble in the end turned out in the favor of Badguy.
Absolutely.
Duel 1.
We'll see, can Badguy continue the path to victory, or is it Matoi Shogun going to bring us to first to 2 territory? It's already looking good for Badguy right now, able to get those first couple of hits, but there's the back throw incident.
I did like the use of the shield in there just to kind of do the dial from Shogun, and we got in with a 2D, back into the corner you go, but like gets the quick PRC slide over just to get out of the corner and right back at you from Matoi Shogun.
A whole lot of meter to work with on both sides at this point. The minions are coming out for Badguy, and here we go. We've summoned the super minions just as we get our 50. And what a decision!
All that 2S was all the money in the world for that anti-air. Get the knockdown. Even I had all the servants in play there, like showcasing. You gotta pose as a crew here, because this just got real.
Big hits coming in. Matoi Shogun bleeding pretty heavily, but 3 Y-handers coming out. Okay.
Oh, just going ahead with a little bit of a connection issue happening on there, unfortunately, but we're right back into it. Setting up the card one more time. Set up the new Spina.
Mr. Finder. What a hit.
You got the follow-up on there, just ready for it, checking those toes.
Yeah, why not? Just make sure that your opponent's blocking the low. And now we're once again round 3, Badguy immediately giving up first after a bad hit.
See more of the shields come out to play from Badguy in there. Got a little bit of denial, but it is going to be Matoi Shogun dominating, orchestrating the presence here. Turning around, Badguy gets in with the servant here. 3 all of them denied with the YRC.
This is where Shogun really needs to apply the pressure here. The minion meter looking a little low for Badguy.
Down, we do get the hit on there. A little bit of fallen defense being used as a result of that. That meter is low, but we got that 1 hit confirmed into the RC. Enough time in here. No, you're just very close to the wall.
Very close, and Shogun, it's not really gonna matter. Badguy picks up their second game, 1 game away from advancing in loser side.
And just like you can see on there, it's top 8 loser side here. So whoever loses here is going to be out of the Paragon ladder for this week here. We're going to have to watch the rest of the set, just like all of us in the crowd, on the mic, and everywhere else.
Absolutely, but here we go. Do or die time for Shogun. Needs to start the reverse sweep right now.
Yeah, see Nanan in the chat shouting for Matoi to get that run back on here, but we're getting hit early on. A little bit of a mid-range here, and then service coming out to play.
The Mistfinder just calling out. The vault catching.
Oh! You know what? You need both of your hands to block. You can't be caught carrying things.
I think Shogun's starting to put together a little bit of a game plan, getting that positive bonus after the wall break. But Badguy. Shogun to the corner.
Okay,
now we got the minion.
Yeah, did the RC to get the double overhead just really quickly on there, and the minion coming out to play one more time there. Not enough here. Shogun still has burst available here. Not even going to need it here after this. Kick comes out to play, taking over that round. Very close.
Very close indeed. Shogun just needs to start putting it together. Able to get the wall break here. Not a whole lot of damage done, but the positive bonus going to pay itself in dividends. Joker trick to break another wall.
Badguy has a lot of red on them here. Going to get the gold burst on that. Unable to avoid on the card on there afterwards, but the servants are getting denied. Just like that. One more interaction into the guard crush. Just does it again after the follow-up on there, and going to take the first match for themselves.
All right. Game 1 of this potential reverse sweep going the way of Shogun. Meanwhile, Badguy just needs 1 more to advance. Yeah, Shogun definitely looking way better in that previous game.
Oh, we've seen it happen once or a couple times already, actually. So very good chance that this could happen here for a top 8. Like we were saying earlier, the number of players that were in that like 6-5 range, like extremely close, it was all up in there. So these players have been battling it out.
Oh yeah. Shogun taking a much more defensive stance, at least for the round start, in comparison to the last game.
Just service coming out.
Yeah. Super minions coming in for Badguy. That's my name getting baited.
Unfortunate, get all the other time. Forever a Legion driver in there. You're close enough to the wall, so go ahead. Take that positive bonus. You've earned it. And still gets the follow-up hit on there on the card afterwards on the Joker trick. So go ahead, get the hit on there. Oh, might be able to turn around. No burst though.
Strike throw situation. Badguy not quick enough to hit the burst.
Well, maybe just wanted to save it also for the next match here. The intent coming out at the very end.
Absolutely, yeah, but Shogun started to find their rhythm at this point. Badguy needs to disrupt it very quickly.
Big Button coming out here first. Get back in the corner, keeping it down, trying to find out the reach on here. The YRC gets rid of the servants here and makes a little bit of room for Matoi Shogun to move around.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Yeah, it looks like we're having some like spectator issues on here. Like the match is doing fine, as Khalil like out there pointing out on there, but we go in the misfinder right back at it. We're going to tie things up, sets up the far card in there just to make sure to get the water, and catches the backdash from Badguy. And you know what? We are the potential 3-0 sweep is real.
All right. Badguy staring down the barrel of that reverse sweep, like you just said. Meanwhile, Matoi Shogun looking calm, cool, and collected. It is game 5 time.
5, and a lot of these setups in here have like really been. That's what you got to do against Jacko. You got to make sure that they cannot throw out their servants, cannot have enough room to breathe on that, just to be enough. As soon like because we've seen as soon as Badguy has the servants out, has the meter, we're getting the extra cheer on there. We're trying to power them up immediately on there. Matoi Shogun trying to prevent all of that, and we're already got number 1 coming out to play as a sandwich.
Badguy off to a much better start this time. Again, that offense that Shogun has typically shown just not coming into play at all because Badguy has been on the offensive.
Badguy waking up here. Little but sure, like actually instant air dash, get away. Trying to stay on the other side here. Servant's still out to play. Number 2 coming out to play, gets the strike on there into the tap dust. And here, are you going to use the burst? No, you're going to save it potentially, but the scale down is a little bit too much. The following hit is rated PG-13 for excessive damage.
But here we go. Matoi Shogun needs to rattle off these next 2 rounds. Badguy in the driver's seat right now. With the big counter hit coming in, but Shogun able to take this to the wall. Does so.
Enough time for the setup on there into the Joker trick one more time in here. This is looking to be potentially a final round situation if this keeps going their way. Into pressure, good tech from Badguy. The turnaround from Badguy to go ahead and take the corner for themselves.
Oh, the minions caused the wall break. I don't think Badguy wanted that exactly, but that might be the path to victory.
Found it on their long-range vault does make the connect call. Was already jumping over there, and the servant goes over the wall into the face of a couple times for Lurie on the Faust. Even though we haven't seen him on stream, no surprise at all. Lurie was also at. I need to double check that. I was like, were they at the Takalata? I'm not sure. Yeah, either way, though, we're already getting the Afro getting pointed into play here. You're gonna have to hold it down on there, and you get stuck in the corner. The 6P from Mouqui gets you out. Okay, go ahead and get the knockdown on here. Here comes the 4-leaf clover here. Gets a knockdown, breaks some shins. Don't worry about the insurance. It will not cover it. Don't worry about anything.
No, Moribato getting baited out and have it Mouqui forced to use BRC. But it doesn't matter. The good pounce at the very end, able to seal up that game. Or that round, rather.
Yeah, checking out with the 5K early on into the mix. And a big counter. Not going to get much out of the items, but we're playing a little bit of golf with power of 2 hammers.
Rekka being used so that way we can take this all the way to the wall, and now Lurie having to take a guess at some point. There's the sword throw. Oh no, Burst getting baited out there with the deflect shield. I mean, it could have been worse.
But yeah, we're going on with the follow-up on here. Gets blown up with the bomb here. You have the Zato, but still not enough.
It's barely enough. Lurie sending the gold burst as a desperation. And that is it. Mouqui taking the first game very cleanly.
And I'm checking the stats on there. Like, Lurie wasn't at the location I thought they were playing at, but did win Paragon Guilty Gear 57 last week, first place out of that. So beat Hiho in Grand Finals to make that on there. So trying to get that 2-peat.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm gonna have to watch that one as soon as we're done. I didn't realize that my boy Hiho did so well.
Yeah, definitely want to look back at that as well. But we got in with the follow-up, the explosion here. We're trying to get the approach in there with the 5K, going to get the knockdown, forcing the burst away from Mouqui.
Snip, snip, snip is the call, and the immediate Afro Ignite as well. Gets back thrown though.
Back thrown on there, and we're holding down. Pizza Cutter coming into play there. A little bit of a guard crush, getting closer and closer to the wall. Uses the dive scaffold to go ahead, get that knockdown into the banana, hold it down the fort into the 2K.
Mouqui gets back thrown. And now Lurie just making a little bit of visual noise there. Mouqui though not biting on anything.
Like getting the knockdown here. We're holding down 1, 2, 3. Trying to delay that to make it a little bit more safe, but does get the happy hit in there into the conversion to take a round.
Yeah, trading with a Faust 5P there at the very end for that kill. Very nicely done by Mouqui. Lurie already brought to the corner on the guess.
Holding it down here, waiting for enough time for the swords to come right back in there. Holding down the fort into the mix here. And I like using the mix in there to make it a little bit longer to get the swords coming back. But the command throw does deny. Mouqui was jumping up over it, trying to continue with the pizza cutter and getting bursted out of the way.
Comes the mini Faust. Snip, snip, snip the call.
10 times what you get, a YRC and nothing else in there, but we got the damage afterwards. Like, good things come after to those who wait with the pizza cutter.
Oh yeah. But just like that, Mouqui 2-0 over Lurie. Having to play that extra game against the Faust might have warmed them up just a little bit more.
Just a little bit on there. So what we were seeing during that the tiebreaker there, yeah, was against Odriman, so definitely has a little bit more experience on there. May have gone into the training for a little bit to see like what they need to work or worry about on here afterwards, and it pays off.
Lurie given a lot of space on the round start, a lot of respect being given by Mouqui, or to Mouqui here. Also immediately gives up first after a bad hit.
The 5K get denied, get pushed back into the bomb, gets like hit with it, but no fishing for you because you were like in the middle of the air.
Trumpet, nothing happens with it though. There we go, finally a big counter hit for Mouqui.
Into the DP, goes all the way to it, and actually gets a confirm into that, and may have messed up the combo because that was expecting, but Lurie realizing the red cut coming on the second one, just goes ahead, activates the overdrive, takes back the turn.
Little clip Mouqui with the low there at the very end, and there's a mini Faust there. Doesn't find the mark though.
Nothing for it. The pizza cutter canceled out to the RC on there afterwards here. Get into the corner here, locking down, but the dive scaffold catches Mouqui ducking and gets hit into the confirm, a round for Lurie.
Big round for Lurie there. Instead. And then two big counter hits immediately bringing Mouqui to the wall.
Check it out, Wild Assault into play. The confirm out of there. Doesn't have a lot of life to like worry with here. Just trying to go in for the 6H, get the most amount of it. Not enough though. The guns kicks in.
There we go. Lurie able to at least make it a match here. Very nicely done.
Getting right back in it, we might see a similar situation happen. We might see a return to the game 5 here between these two. Mouqui had the advantage from the beginning, but Lurie is starting to realize some of the tendencies.
Yep.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
All right.
Scaffold to no guys here. We're going to go ahead with the conversion in there. I love the backdash away from the Ondo there. Just going to get away from like getting pushed forward, vacuumed in.
First already given up by Mouqui. Just so that way Lurie stays in the corner. We're starting to get these swords back, but the burst interrupting the first sword toss. Not enough to kill off of the second hit.
No, try to go right into the mix. Get met with a big sword, just like the rest of us. If we try to turn into a tornado, we'd meet up with a big sword as well. Right? Okay, yeah, go ahead, get that. Not nearly, it's almost to the middle part of the life bar here, but we're going to keep it up. Last hit of Mix does get the moment. Trying to go in for the cross up on there and gets called out with a 6P.
Yeah, risky. I think that Mouqui's got their eye locked in at this point. Lurie just looking for an answer for somewhere. The second hit of the Rekka connecting.
Maybe expected a jump in from Lurie there. We're trying to get eager with that, but found nothing. And Lurie was able to get out of the corner, teleports out of the way to the Scarecrow, goes ahead with the Wild Assault, going to make sure the burst comes out the last possible moment into the neutral.
The Flex Shield getting spent by Lurie at this point. No more burst on either side. The far hit does connect. Lurie actually backed into the sword, and that's it!
Fortunate on competitive play. I think a lot of higher level players have been seeing Unika as solid but linear in gameplay, kind of like similar to a couple other characters in here. But we'll see how this deals with right now, going all the way through the mini Faust and already back into neutral with that throw.
I mean, the only player who I can definitively say is a Unika player still at this point is someone like Screws from my area. And like, it's always interesting to me just sort of how far people say that Unika's stock has like fallen, where, you know, this character's still good. Like, this character still melts life bars.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there's a reason why you still see them quite a bit in the rank on that here. And we go ahead with the conversion on there from Odriman here. Going to go ahead with the overdrive here. Wonder how the skill is going to be, if that extra wall hit is going to be enough on there. Yes, it is. Slash is staying yes.
I thought for sure that Unika was going to live with just a sliver of life because of those gear guts, but hey. Woo!
Oh, and there we go. Big counter hit on there. The burst gets at least good away from that, but now I have to deal with the Black Parade on here. Like, go ahead with the follow-up here with the burst.
DP getting baited out from Poncho, having to give up the burst, and now Baikel Sword from max range. Poncho, again, gonna have to deal with the second parade. Here we go. The DP, though, get out of jail free card.
All right, going in with the 2H on there afterwards here. Trying to catch it out with the 6H with no dice. Does get the big counter hit, but can't do anything because Mini Faust is in the way.
Yeah, Mini Faust acting as a mini combo breaker there, a la Killer Instinct. And the Meteor's gonna seal the deal thanks to the side swap pro.
Oh, right here, Odriman going to take that first one on here. Poncho, like, we're just going to win a rematch. We're keeping with the Unika Cup there.
And I think it makes a lot of sense. I think that Unika is just, again, a very strong character still, and like has a good amount of tools to try and deal with Faust.
Yeah, especially when you got chances on there, you get the enhanced version of it. You get to go into the Daughter Dipper, as some would say on there. I love that term on there. Unfortunately, does not get the follow-up from Odriman on there with the overdrive, so unfortunately wasted on there, but does get the following hit on the 2D afterwards.
Not sure what happened there, but Odriman able to clean it up at the very end.
I love that the 6H actually getting the whiff punish on there, but enough time for Odriman to deal with the Mini Faust. We are not touching Mini Faust. We're not dealing with that.
Definitely not. And here we go. Afro in play and immediately exploded. Odriman is a doctor on a mission right now. Poncho looking a lot worse for wear. Needs to find some sort of opening. And the throw attempt getting backdashed. Odriman seems in full control tonight.
Poncho was definitely trying to get away from it, like was thinking about the meteors. Use that RC just to get away from that on there, but Odriman, like you said, Squid, was firmly in control. They actually got hit with the overhead, forcing the burst there.
Burst already taken off of Poncho's side and being sent full screen thanks to the 9-iron.
The jumping slash on there, but we're playing a little bit of golf. Throwing the 100-ton weight on there, getting hit with the hammer into the conversion from Odriman.
Definitely looked like it should have had some sort of hit stop there, but Odriman, you know what? It doesn't matter. Match point now. Poncho looking like they're getting sent down to loser side really early tonight.
They got golfed into the having the wig on them. Didn't get a whole lot off of that, but we get the trade in there in 6H. Unfortunately, going to go fishing, playing into a golf game here. We're going to continue the ball. Ball's still good on the field.
First being drawn out from Poncho, and that is it. It is do or die time from this point on. We have the 50 tension to use on a PRC. We're just looking for one hit. Odriman finds it.
Yeah, shout out to that. Odriman taking that on the winner's side to move on into winners finals 3-0. We're going in. By the way, we still have 8 of those codes remaining here for the Matcherino. Exclamation point Matcherino. I would like to see them get to 0 before we get to winners finals. But in the meantime, the burst is already being used by Cheryo into that 6H rather.
Fourhops not far behind in terms of the burst game. Here comes level 3 Thunderbird, able to dodge that successfully, and now we're playing a little bit of strike throw.
Gotta keep it guessing, and this Cheryo is guessing right. Does the counter hit on the dash in there from the 5K. Going to get Fourhops onto the other side. Enough time to use the overdrive, get that extra damage.
Yeah, gonna get that positive bonus for that next burst. Emergency down with the system. Actually doesn't work because we have the 50 to go into the super.
Oh, I didn't think that recovered in time. I'm not going to lie. And that was just brilliant play from Fourhops. Just the rise. Potentially only get one of those, but it worked gloriously.
Amazing heads-up play, yeah, from Fourhops, and now Cheryo just all right. I know Cheryo just leaned forward in their chair just a little bit, just like, all right, you know, I see what you're putting down.
Gamer post, activate, into the overhead. Yeah, no, I think there's a lean forward there for sure, Squid.
Yeah, in a blink of an eye, we've evened up the round count. Cheryo with a jump dust, able to bring Fourhops immediately into the corner, and it's now their domain. Down with the system being brought out once again.
All the way to the other side on there here. Holding it down, get the gold burst. Oh, wait a minute. You have the meter to work with here. You want to keep your turn. You're going to go for the throw. You're going to go with the OTG on there afterwards here. One more. No, I'm going to throw you right back. You don't get another turn. I don't want to see anything else on there. Cheryo taking that first one.
Very nicely done by Cheryo, and good awareness. Guessing right on the strike throw. For the attempted strike throw at the very end. Able to get the throw out first. Yeah, Fourhops locking back in with the Giovanna.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Okay, right back into it. The use of the 2K early on in here. A lot of guard crushes, but we're finding gaps.
Neutral being played right now and being won by Fourhops. Cheryo able to draw out first, and now able to start the offensive freight train. That is Goldlewis. Level 3 Thunderbird coming in, but catching Fourhops on the approach.
Goldlewis trying to fan with the Behemoth Typhoon, but that's not for comfort. That is for pain on there. We're going to go into the dash, get the throw one more time for the road. You're going to get the corner as a result of that in here. And we're going with Sepultura to keep it safe into the RC.
Doesn't want to spend the 50 for the hard knockdown. It might have actually killed Cheryo. Level 3 Thunderbird coming out. Actually catches Fourhops this time with the full damage. Block on the overhead. Not blocked the second Behemoth Typhoon though.
Playing on the racquetball court there. Cheryo is going to launch Giovanna into the air, get that around.
Four hops. Staggering pressure just a little bit, trying to catch Cheryo pressing.
Trying to reach out with those like longer normals on there, but here we go with the burst in there. Thunderbird in play here. Just want to keep it down. A lot of guard crushing. A little too early on that beginning type 2.
Just pinned by Cheryo. Fortunately, we backdashed right into the corner, but here we go. Cheryo able to escape. Four hops though. Good burst usage to force Cheryo back in the corner.
Okay, now like try to get the approach, and again, yes, got hit with the normal on there in time to burn it down, bring the Giovanna to Cheryo.
Catch? No!
Unfortunate on there. Thought they had the read at that point. Was not to be on there. Cheryo is up too.
All right, and I do actually have a quick message from the TOs. Unfortunately, Poncho DQing out of losers quarterfinal tonight. They do have a bedtime that they have to make, so pick guy making their way to losers semifinal.
Oh, that is unfortunate on there. Like good showing to Poncho on there, but I get it. You know, that sleep is important. Get that rest.
Absolutely. So whoever loses this is going to have to play another match immediately against Mouqui.
Yeah, he's going to have to run the gauntlet for a little bit here. Cheryo trying to make it on their side here. The 2D coming in there, and we're still playing a little bit, going for the reset on there afterwards.
Tricky reset, unfortunately. Four hops ready for it, and now four hops again staggering pressure, trying to make things safe as possible. Cheryo though finds the opening, able to get the final hit, and now Cheryo on the verge of a sweep. Four hops, do you have an answer?
Four hops trying to make that birthday present for Giovanna happen on there, but we're going in. Traval, keeping it a plus, keeping it safe.
Good just defend by Cheryo, given the opening for the back row.
Get it with the follow-up.
Nice. Oh, what a call out.
Yeah, finds it at the very beginning of the Thunderbird creation on there. And can you turn this over? You don't have the meter to make it happen, unfortunately, here. So you're going to have to do one more interaction. Do you have one more interaction? You might not have. You might have to burst.
Has to go for a reset, Cheryo.
Oh, and
is Cheryo pressing? Cheryo was! Four hops by the skin of their teeth, stays alive.
Takes the risk and gets the biscuit on top of that here. One more time with the Traval back in the corner. Checking with these close slashes in here. Trying to go back into the throw. One more time for the road. Yes, we do.
A little bit of strike throw here. There's throw number 3. Spiral arrow and throw number 4. It's like I'm watching a candy match here.
Oh, yeah. Spiral arrow. Pretty good catching it out. Going for the lows on there afterwards. He still has a little bit of meter to work with, but side switch, do-si-do.
Cheryo one hit away from being sent back to the rematch screen, but here we go. Four hops in a world alert, getting caught by level 3 Thunderbird.
Oh, not enough though. Giovanna nearly has the full stick to work with here, but here comes the Thunderbird. Have to use that faultless defense. Oh, and this is gonna catch. Yes, it is. Oh man,
Well done.
Well done. You got the 3. I think even if it did land and it got the block on there afterwards on there, I think you were still getting chipped out, unfortunately. But dang.
Do not be fooled. The reason why we skipped over losers quarterfinal was because both Poncho and Four Hops decided to DQ out. So yes, your eyes are correct. It is winners finals.
Yeah, we got all the way. You woke up in a dream at the beginning of Metal Gear Solid 5 right now. Anyway, the Oh, catching on here, going in, getting the approach in there with a jumping dust in there for Cheryo. We're going to go ahead and get that wall smash into the down with the system one more time.
Not getting the full churn there for maximum damage, but Cheryo in a fantastic spot, able to catch Odriman on the backdash with the Behemoth Typhoon and take that first round.
Right, trying to catch with the 2K early on in here, but we're just going to keep that distance. The confirm goes to Cheryo, though. Going to get the knockdown in there. Get a little bit of guard crush as a treat.
Oh, throwing the attempted defensive option. I like it. Cheryo just in a fantastic spot right now, and we're already going to the rematch screen. Perfect for Cheryo.
Oh, all the way down there. Like, this is, yeah, just like that, was able to use that coffin for all the wrong reasons, honestly. Let's be honest. That's not how you use a coffin. Do not let the screen deter you. This is not, do not try this at home. Unless, how good the chain you got in there. Anyway, going into winners final, Cheryo up 1.
What a trade, Odriman. Odriman hitting the meteor there after.
Oh wow! The love coming out, and Cheryo calling out with the jumping P. Has been doing that a lot, especially like from opponents in midair, especially like online and offline on here. So.
Spent on Cheryo's side, and here we go, mix after the low, already forcing Cheryo to the corner, and now Cheryo having to guess is right on the snip attempt.
Oh, that felt so chalant from Cheryo there. It was like seeing it, like looking into the matrix, seeing the code, and it was like, I'm gonna jump. I called it out.
No? Oh no, gets hit on the approach from Odriman, and now Odriman should be able to get the wall. No, doesn't!
Okay, yeah, get the air throw on there, like YRC, get off me, get the little push all the way back into the corner. We're backing off in here just to avoid some of the normals from the jumping dust and all that in there, but we're going in, canceling out the 6H into the bomb, holding it close, and the Pong game, you know, the Sky wins on that. Sky blows up in the sky.
Absolutely. Wheeler won that game, but here we go. Cheryo getting the side swap, Behemoth Typhoon. Odriman stuck against the wall, having to use the YRC as a defensive option. And now we've still got that Afro in the back pocket. We haven't used it yet, and Odriman not finding success with the side swap mix.
Yeah, the first one did work, but tried to do it on the other hand. Cheryo was ready for it, called it out, and now we're 2-0, just like that, with a snap of the fingers.
All right, do or die time for Odriman. Cheryo looking to punch their ticket to Grand Finals winners advantage.
Yeah, this is to get into that top 3 for the payout on there. So, like you gotta pull it off on here. If Cheryo might be sitting pretty if nothing changes here.
Cheryo getting caught out by the forward that time.
Back in there.
Wait, also doing its job.
Go ahead, get the follow-up on there, blow it up. Misses on the 6H, just a little too far away, unfortunately here. We're going to get the side swatch in here, and now welcome to the turning factory.
Just a world of pain for Odriman, thanks to missing that wall break situation, and now Cheryo not out of this, neither side out of this. First available on both sides. Cheryo, first one.
Double KO!
What?
Oh my goodness, yeah, the bomb came out at the moment. At the same time, Odriman teleported onto the other side, tried to make it happen, and both players got hit. Oh man, Bomb is the winner. Bomb gets that round.
What a side swap, able to force Cheryo to get caught by the very tail end of the Stampede. Meteor's coming in, side swap Pro, not finding anything just yet.
Okay, we're thinking on this. We're going to all to the other side here. Here comes the bomb, but the gold burst from Goldlewis. Going to go ahead with a teleport into the PRC, going to cancel it out there. Mini Faust is immediately being vicious.
Cheryo just wants to clear that out, and here we go, spending the full 51 bullets in the magazine. Cheryo just trying to do anything to get on the offensive, but Odriman finally able to put one on the board.
Oh, thanks to the power of the double KO, which I haven't seen in a very long time. So that to see it in winners finals is an absolute treat.
No, it took me a moment to realize it was a double KO, and I was like, okay, what happens now?
Yeah, it was that moment of slowdown in there that I saw, and like, oh, I know what happened here. It's just like, oh, it's very exciting on there. That means, yeah, going up one, trying to get that reverse sweep potentially on here. Wants to stay on the winner's side, of course, and we're already denying things with the 5K from Odriman.
Man putting the trumpet into play, able to take it thanks to this burst. And now Cheryo trying to make their way in with all the shenanigans of Faust.
Dip into the corner there. Going to get the follow-up, get that good Oki.
Assault doesn't find anything, but Cheryo does have a little bit more burst to work with, able to find a hit, and now here we go. Here comes the Goldlewis pressure.
All right, full bar to work with here. Are you going to get a chance to do it? There's Guard Crush is saying no, but the block in there from the YRC. Cheryo was ready and strikes the hammer down.
Here we go, match point for Cheryo to lock up winner side grand finals. Odriman not looking too hot at the moment. Deflect shield getting thrown, and now Cheryo full speed with the freight train.
Time in there, ready to block it on there, but you've done nothing really but blocking. You got hit with the Thunderbird, and now you're paying for the price on it. Last chance. Yep, the 2P, get that knockdown at the very end. Oh, that 2P is a menace button in the right times, but like Cheryo, like kind of levels up with that button. I've like seen time and time again just using that in the best of situations. That's 3 semifinals: Mouqui versus Badguy.
Yeah, we haven't seen these two in a bit. Just to remind everyone, their 2 opponents did DQ out, so they've had a little bit of extra time in order to recompose and do a little bit of training. Mouqui showing no signs of slowing down, already off to a fantastic start.
Certainly not in here, but the 5H in there from Badguy. Going to get all the way to it. The misses on the follow-up, unfortunately, there, but was able to try to, like, looked like trying to summon out the servant, but no can do here. This is going to be back to Mouqui, getting the pressure on the right wall in there, gets the confirm in there with the 2K, and forces the burst from Badguy.
Able to snipe out a minion toss from the air. Unfortunately, Badguy was ready, and a Elysian driver I don't think will be enough. No, just barely not.
Just goes in right for the throw in here. Denial in there. Enough time to throw out the swords one at a time. Great tech from Badguy, and actually goes in with the 2D to steal that round.
Caught by the minion drop, unfortunately, has to give up burst, but look at all that damage already dealt by Badguy. Mouqui on the offensive, time to guess Badguy.
Tap dust, Mouqui's been doing that all evening in here. Not going to get anything for it, but they're like the follow-up actually get missed out of the wall on the other side, giving Badguy a chance to get onto the other side and get that wall.
Badguy has to give up first, and what a minion toss! Able to snipe Mouqui out from the air.
Oh, I felt that in slow motion, just ram into the face of Ramlethal, just like that. Elysian driver, take that round. It's 1-up, Badguy.
What a series of events there at the very end. Holy moly.
Yeah, Jacko's been watching a little bit of that World Series, I see. Just it's like let me throw it like a baseball. Come on.
No doubt, no doubt. Again, money on the line tonight. Pick guy 2 games away from getting paid.
Almost all the way here.
Duel
Continuing
one.
down the list here. Duel 1. Let's rock.
Strike throw situation. Mouqui able to find a good hit. Pick guy immediately giving up first.
Yeah, I like the call out there, like called the shield out, thought it was safe on there afterwards here. This time Mouqui waiting for it out to strike down the servant on there afterwards here, but we're going to go ahead, play a little bit of kickball. Does that extend down to reach?
Right?
No!
Yeah.
No, we're going to go ahead, and we got the Morto Bato on top of that. Very nice little cherry on top.
Yeah, this is looking like Mouqui's round at the moment. Yeah, the tap dust. Gonna seal it up. Head guy down on resources to start off the second round, but a significant hit forces Mouqui to burst.
The guy again using the shield early on in there. Enough time to cheer on the servants here. Keep them out in the play, protect them with their masks on there, and we are just playing a lot of kick to the kick to the kick. That's the favorite dance move of Pick Guy right now.
Mouqui, no fear, just runs up throw, and now Pick Guy having to give up first, trying to stay in the smash.
Flips the minion sunny side up here. We got all 3 in the play, and you know what? Mouqui is wise. Get away from that. Unfortunately, only hits the second minion and gets caught in a minion sandwich, and you are the meat.
Yeah, but as we head into this third round, Pick Guy down on first. Mouqui just about to fully get theirs back, but Pick Guy just so unrelenting. Look at the damage.
Oh, and building it up on there. Mouqui has not had a chance to react to this really on here. And we're going to go PRC into the low. We got the wall on top of that, and you're going to convert that combo. You don't even need the minions. You just need to do the damage in there. Pick Guy is up too.
All right. Pick Guy, 1 game away from getting paid tonight. Mouqui, do you have an answer?
Mouqui has been trying to find that answer. It's getting like a couple of hits in there, but it's been mostly Pick Guy dominating the scene and setting the tempo.
Duel 1.
Yeah, like it's just I don't know what it is, but like Mouqui has been just a little bit too passive maybe on the round start, which has allowed Pick Guy to take more of an opportunity to start off the set play. I mean, look at this damage again. It's barely been 20 seconds. Mouqui already down to their last third.
You're not wrong, Squid, on there. Like, especially early on, Pick Guy's just realizing that, like, oh, you're not going to go in? It's time for me to just go in with 2D and start it from there, because you get tremendous OP on top of that here. We got the 6T earlier called out on there that begins things to do into the Forever Legion Driver after another combo on their set point.
This is looking really bad for Mouqui. This is looking like a 3-0 here at the moment, as another big counter hit means that Pick Guy is free to run offense.
Oh, we are free, and we're going to play with the Iron Maiden on here. One more Legion Driver. I bet, you know what, honestly, that also kind of looks kind of fun. I'd ride that once, too.
You know what, I'm down to ride that one as well.
Yeah, they put a couple safety belts in it. I think it'll be okay.
Definitely. Super minion call. This is just so dire at this point. Mouqui just looking for an opportunity. One last sliver of health. Not even going to have an opportunity to use burst.
Oh, we're in that Jacko jumping dust territory, but the trade is going to be the one to make it. The pick guy, excuse me, pick guy.
Here we go, Odriman and Pick Guy all readied up. Who is going to face Cheryo in tonight's grand final?
All right, who can throw out more items, more minions? Let's find out together here. Odriman has been doing a really good job of maintaining, especially going into like the command grab with the snip on there afterwards. But we're like Pick Guy has been on a tear, has been like showcasing with the minions, kind of keeping the distance, letting them sandwich into and letting them cause problems for Pick Guy.
Odriman not letting Pick Guy have any opportunity to have any play with these minions. Every single one has been dissipated within a second, and Odriman finding very solid conversion.
Yeah, even being such a nice person to go ahead and get the chair for Pit Jacko, but she doesn't need it yet. She's getting back up. Nope, time for your vaccine. Time for your syringe shot.
Odriman off to a fantastic start, but here we go. Pick Guy getting the better start of the second round. Odriman having to clear out the screen just a little bit. Already half health gone.
Yeah, and already getting denied, like with the scalpel going through, killing both of the minions off on there afterwards. Call baits out the throw, but doesn't get anything for it here. We're just gonna like try to get the throw out the Pokemon, see what damage they can do.
This is actually proving to be a very interesting matchup. Pick Guy just unable to set any minions thanks to these long-ranging pokes of Odriman. We've got meteors coming in as well. The mini Faust is angry, but still Pikmin able to make their way through all the Hellfire and Brimstone.
Yeah, like got the hit on the other side, and like it looked like Pick Guy was trying to start picking things up, but doesn't get a whole lot for it on here afterwards. But going into the mix into the corner. Odriman already get the advantage with the trumpets into play here. Hold down the fort with that parade. Nice block from the banana.
Odriman just not getting the right bounce in order to get the wall splat, but here we go. Pick Guy very low on health. Will just barely stay alive. No super from Odriman. And the run-up throw will seal it. Odriman takes game one.
Love the call out on that. Pick Guy has been going for the 2D option quite a bit, especially in that last batch. Odriman just got the backdash with perfect timing in there and got right back at it. So going up one here, loser finals, really good position to be in. The items were on Odriman's side, Squid. Oh my god.
No doubt, no doubt.
I saw...
Yeah. What was it there near like the end of that second game? It was like, or second round rather, it was like Meteor, Mini Faust.
Yeah, like bomb. It was everything you wanted, honestly. It was like no donuts, no bananas until much later.
Pick Guy already giving up first very early on in the second game, and Odriman, another Meteor.
Oh yeah, you gotta have to deal with the guard crush on there afterwards. Here comes the bomb, though. We're playing a little bit of Bomberman, and you're going to get hit with it. The PRC to get the connecting flight on here and gets into yet another bomb.
Unweight doing its job, and Pick Guy just exploding. This is looking like the definition of a bad matchup right now.
Oh, I wouldn't. Odriman's skill at playing Pong right now has been untouched on there. Like just ready to throw back the bomb at a blistering moment on here. It is going to be Pick Guy taking the trumpet on there afterwards here. We're going to hold down a little bit of a pause in there just to avoid that in there. And now you're going to have to deal with the Pick Guy mix-up.
Super minions coming in, and yeah, Pick Guy gonna try it, or bringing it all the way to the corner. Odriman just fighting for their life. And yeah, I think that is it. Yes, it is. The dust coming in. Perfect call out for Pick Guy with that round as we head into the final.
One more time to cancel out from the dive scalpel into the mix on there afterwards here. The wild assault just to make sure the trumpet is there, to keep the Yoki on there. The teleport to the other side to get the hit, and we're back into neutral.
Pick Guy cannot, for the life of them, keep these minions on screen. Odriman has just been so on point, making sure that the screen is clear. Here we go, more minions though, immediately getting sniped out.
Oh, this is a very busy screen. This is some extra levels of busyness in that tutorial from here on there. But we're going in. The bomb is back out in play. They're having to deal with the servant, so no dice on setting up the Oki on there afterwards. And all three minions are having a good time.
There we go, just like that. Minions have been cleared, and Odriman now just looking for an opening. Badguy finds it first, though, able to drop another minion. But Odriman with the jump in!
Oh, got that in the air and going to take full advantage, and you have the meter to work with. That's going to be it. It's been back and forth here, but it's 2-0 right now, Odriman.
I mean, yeah, to Badguy's credit, it has been back and forth, but like the rounds that Badguy has been able to win has just been like barely for Badguy. Odriman has just been looked to be in control of this matchup this whole time.
Yeah, especially being able to really, with the couple of exceptions in there, the minion's been coming out to play a little bit with and being able to kind of lock down Odriman, but not for very long. I mean, of course, Faust has access to the teleport, like items of their own that kind of keep Badguy busy, and that's been working out greatly in their favor.
Right, here we go, though. If Badguy can make the reverse sweep happen, it's gotta start now. This time, minions stand on screen a little bit longer than they have been.
Oh, but both of them going away with the touch of the 2K on there. Number 3, maybe going to come up and cancels out to keep the minion into play, and we're going to get a big call out with the mix, like the hit, and the mix out and back into neutral.
It's gonna touch down here in just a moment. There it is. Odriman getting pushed back into it. Unfortunately, unable to get anything from it. Able to eat a donut though before the wall break.
Delicious donuts. It's too late at night for those sweets.
Donuts. Odriman able to secure the kill at this point, and now on match point. Badguy, you have an answer. You need to pull it out now.
Okay, holding the servant up high, using that shield early on in there, trying to avoid the afro, trying to put that on them on there, but we're just going through an obstacle course right now. Double dare.
Double dare 2000, and here we go. Odriman just on point tonight. Unfortunately, somehow Badguy falling out the opposite side of the mix. This might actually be kind of a blessing in disguise for them. Kind of a weird scramble happening right now.
Yeah, avoids the cross up on there, tries to get a little bit of a touch in there. 2 bombs are out in the field. You cannot approach just yet. Go ahead, power up, cheer up the servant. Get it onto the other side, trying to play with the mix of Jacko's own, actually.
Super minions have ended. We're just back to the regular ones, but we found some more. Badguy having to spin this meter on the super minions.
We're almost getting the negative penalty.
Back throw incident happens. Odriman. Wow.
Wow, indeed on there. Goes ahead with a big 6H on there. Didn't have to worry about the parade or anything beyond that. That's a 3-0 for Odriman on there. Joe Brownie's been doing excellent stuff. I saw Adventure on the Jacko during TNS Monday, so really good seeing that on there. In the meantime, though, we got to deal with Faust and Goldlewis on the screen.
Good poke out by Cheryo, trying to start their offense, but Odriman gives up the burst, so that way they can continue.
Get the burst out there, okay. We're going to go ahead, back into it. Going with the scalpel on there, you still get applied with the afro on there. Nothing for it, unfortunately, there. Phases out too quickly.
Cheryo accidentally trading with a trumpet Faust. Oh no, I don't think Odriman quite wanted to break the wall there. It's all good though. Happy accident. Able to pick it back up with a second mix. And Odriman, good start so far.
Nothing a 6P into mix with 6 would not fix on there. Mini Faust stopping at you hurt my dad, get out of here.
Some of this item luck is unreal from Odriman tonight, getting 2 mini Fausts almost back to back here. Able to, and Odriman able to avoid the stampede going their way. Cheryo starting to run a little low on life for this first game. Has to give up first.
Try to use PRC on there just to get enough time to throw out the item. Mini Faust is on the field here. The deflect shield gets away from the Behemoth Typhoon and actually get kind of a wise mix, because Mix was going to push into the Mini Faust. The YRC did get activate on there afterwards here, but now Cheryo beginning things with the Guard Crush season.
And the high hit means that Odriman falls into the Thunderbird.
Oh yeah, just going all the way on there, just to get the mark down on here. But getting right up the round count here. More Thunderbird coming out to play.
Yeah, Odriman though buffering in the Scarecrow, so that way we just get the teleport. Meanwhile, Cheryo getting sent through the wall. About 30% health gone on their end, and here we go. Cheryo trying to get the freight train started.
Yes, yeah, too late to punish Goldlewis for the Thunderbird in here, so has to deal with it. A lot of items coming out to play here.
Cheryo. Just unable to find a hit. Odriman with all these little pokes. Unable to do a great job. And Cheryo. Fortunately, that is the end of that game. Odriman takes the first step to a reset.
Okay, one step at a time. It's going to be a long haul, but Odriman has been showcasing that they're ready and willing to make the sacrifice on there. But right back at it though, Cheryo. No changes, nothing, no surprises on there. The Gridler returns.
He's the Gridler.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Okay, a bit of early on there, enough time to set up. Got Donut, got a Hammer, got a Trumpet, all out in the play. He's going to go to Goldlewis here, so you're going to have to avoid that with the teleport on there. Cheryo ready for it with the 5P.
Run up, snip, 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 the option from Odriman, and now immediately is setting that Afro alight. Another snip, snip, snip. Good block on the 5D, but the Afro explosion keeping it safe, and now we're playing a little bit of strike throw.
Odriman is not happy with that haircut. Going to set it on fire, make sure they can set it for later. No, unfortunately, misses on that again. Gets the PRC to get the air throw on there afterwards here. Waits for the hammer to drop and gets the combo on top of that here. Odriman is on fire.
Odriman playing like a player possessed right now. Cheryo unable to find an opening to get any offense started.
Okay, and the precise movement on there to get away from the Skyfish. Still has the Afro applied here, so you got to worry about the bouncing love on there. There it is. There's the Guard Crush on top of that too here. Goes in, BRC into the command grab one more time. Into the corner you go.
First getting baited, and Odriman with the perfect. This is looking like a completely different player than what we saw for winners finals. Cheryo. I mean, might have to take a moment to reset. Maybe?
Oh, that could have very well happened. These two did fight each other in the winners finals. That was 3-1 Cheryo on there. Odriman's been cooking in the pot for a little bit here. Waiting to see some good stew on here. Looking pretty good so far with a follow-up on there, forcing the burst away from Cheryo. Late 5K hit on there from the active frames on there, but we're going to go in and throw a little bit of love. Gets the hit.
Fishing line happens. RC back, but we got the teleport to pick back up. Look at that damage. Cheryo potentially one touch away from losing this round, but here we go. able to get a little bit of offense started, able to get this freight train potentially going, able to call out the S-Crow!
All right, Odriman still has burst on the table. Just going to use the YRC to get off of that, get the push away, and we're getting called out with the 2-beat. There's that burst.
Oh no, the trumpet, not Odriman's friend there. And Cheryo able to stave off the reset, at least for a moment. Will Odriman bring it back?
Cheryo was like, order in the court. This is my house at this point. Trumpet, going to go ahead, eat the bananas. Good for your health.
And Trumpet going the way of Cheryo. Odriman being locked down at the moment. Look at this chip.
Oh, well, there's it going on down. Like far range on the scaffold does get back into the neutral here, but we're going to call out with a 2K from Odriman.
Cheryo. Has to be careful of the mini Faust. Gets hit.
Yep, get the pull off and just play a little bit of the golf on there afterwards. Stays on the same side. RC fast on there. Goes to command grab. And here we go. Teleports out of the way of the wild assault. Odriman is on another level right now.
Odriman on reset point. Cheryo firmly on the back foot right now. We have a mini Faust in pocket. Cheryo is desperately searching for an answer right now, but Odriman has been around every single corner.
Okay, looking very much more real here. Go ahead, activate that overdrive here. The question is, does the guts kick in? Are we seeing a reset, or we have one more interaction? We got ourselves a reset!
Unreal. With the perfect as well. Odriman, job well done, but it's not over yet.
Like, went through that set pretty quickly. That's what you want. Like, you want to get those wins early on. Get the reset in here so you can have yourselves the true finals at this point here. Like, you're on an even playing field, and this is a potential to have Odriman change this over. Cheryo has not had an answer for a lot of the options that Odriman has been showing here.
It is time. True finals, Shin Grand Finals, the Grand Finals reset, whatever you want to call it. It's one more set being played.
One more set, and we also have one more code in the Matcherino. I want to see someone log in and get that. It is yours. Hit that claim code button right now. In the meantime, though, items are coming out for days and days and days, and we're playing golf with them.
First has been exchanged on both sides, but Odriman, the one to get the better of it. Cheryo, able to get a back throw incident though. This is where it all has to start.
All right, goes ahead, get that connection on there. Like I said, new match, new set, new me on here. Cheryo's trying to make a statement here. Is going to get the round right there with a little bit of a sweep.
That was
vicious.
That was, yeah, vicious is certainly a word for it. I was gonna say unreal how far that hit from.
Absolutely on there. Okay, Goldlewis does get that on there. Unfortunately, can't pull back the big one on there because of the parade coming to town. Trying to switch it up with the mix, but you get that command grab instead, tying up the life bars nearly.
Pro is a light and the syringe as well, getting the big counter hit. Man and Cheryo getting back at it. Here we go.
Okay, it looks like we're just going to go ahead and just replay the entire match right here. So we're just going right back into it here. No hesitation whatsoever. A little bit of love, a little bit of a nice haircut, Goldlewis. Where'd you get that?
Odriman, I mean, picking up where they left off. Even if you got iced out a little bit by the technical glitch, doesn't seem like it's affecting Odriman at all. Meanwhile, Cheryo on the back foot right now. Another bone-crushing excitement for Odriman.
They break it down on there. Doesn't feel good on there, but just gets a little bit more damage on top of that. Catch a little fire. No big deal. Just a little arson.
Cheryo unable to get any advantage from that back throw because of that mini Faust call. And Odriman taking the first round, looking to take the first lead of tonight's reset.
Oh, it's very real right now. Like especially after that, like on the beginning on that, I'm kind of surprised that like didn't go for the first round on here, but we're just gonna play it out completely here. Get hit with the bomb into the corner, going to still be able to pick it up, and the trade just a little bit too on the recovery from Odriman, getting the advantage for Cheryo with that 5P.
Cheryo stuck trying to find an opening, does so. Odriman immediately gives up first, and now we're trying to use Sky Fisher, trying to look for any opening that Odriman has opened up. But here we go, Odriman closing distance, snips the call, setting the Afro alight, and Odriman looking unstoppable right now.
Oh yeah, the barbershop was open, but the reviews aren't looking too good because Cheryo is going to have to deal with that fade for another season on there. Odriman is going to be in the lead now, 1-0.
All right. Odriman. Ready to go. Oh, Cheryo.
Oh, we're thinking about it. We might be
taking a brief moment. We might actually need a rehost here by the looks of things.
trying to figure that out. Maybe trying to realign things. Don't. Love it here. Odriman in the lead, 1-0. Okay,
Cheryo.
Yeah.
Immediately giving up first after a good hit. Odriman not far behind. Oh, we've got a meteor in the pocket this time.
Yeah, this is that's not healthy. That's way too hot. That's come from the that's come from space. Ah, the 6P though, that's from Earth, and it's going to go ahead. You're trying to get the follow-up but down with a system. Not the level 3 one, but does get a little bit of help from the Thunderbird there.
Getting caught out by the meteor and the crow. Cheryo. Oh boy.
Oh, we are playing with our options here. Had to use a lot of meter for that. Holding back Thunderbird. Finally goes away, but at the last moment, Cheryo goes with a jump scare of a white wild assault.
Oh no, Odriman mistiming the mix, and Cheryo getting the punish and the kill there. Looking to try and tie things up. Big jump dust, finding its mark. And look at that health bar drain.
Sends out the mini Faust on here. Really, wait, we'll have to hold down the fort on there afterwards. Pops out the banana. Don't slip on it. we are Mario. It's Mario Kart right now. We're in full Mario Kart mode.
No doubt. Cheryo looking for that opportunity. Odriman, though, all these items not giving Cheryo any opportunities.
Oh, Cheryo may have got the trumpet, but has to deal with the haircut on there afterwards here. Trying to get away. So what is going on right now? Oh my God, burning down everything is on the screen.
God. These two are just trying to crash the game again. I can feel it.
Oh man, we might be having to. It's not the actual like netcode here. It's just they are desynced with all this madness. The command throw on there afterwards. Odriman going to take her another round.
Cheryo going into this final round with a whole stick of burst. Meanwhile, Odriman nowhere in sight for even the 50%. Cheryo just looking for an opening, finds it.
Okay, yep. With the wild assault on there afterwards.
Go, trying to chip away at Odriman with a Behemoth Typhoon. Mix. Gets Odriman safely to the other side of the screen. But here we go. Odriman having to guess for their life.
Oh, yes, time for it. You get the confirm. Unfortunately, you know what? You're not going to live for that much longer. You know, we got ourselves a match on the side of Cheryo, 1-1 now.
All right. Here we go. 1st to 2 situation now.
The calm before the storm. This eagle just flying serenely through the atmosphere. That last match, there was so much happening on the screen at once, and the Burn It Down, no exception.
I was very entertaining there at the very end, and here we are, Odriman and Cheryo just duking it out. Cheryo taking the early advantage this round, though.
Yeah, guard crushes for days and days and days and days.
This actually almost fully cranked on Odriman's side, able to find a hit though, so that's going to start dissipating here at the very minute, but the cash out by Cheryo!
Oh, and if you didn't have the damage on your side already, that bomb was ready to blow and like help make it extra special at that point.
Man, forced to give up first. Meanwhile, Cheryo, again, looking for that opportunity, that opening that he needs in order to get this train started. There we go, finds it. Now, Odriman. Gonna play a little bit of defense, does so.
Okay, with the going in, trying to get hit with 100 tons in there. Bananas are out on the field here. Gonna have to deal with it, gonna have to hold it back on here, but we're getting the lockdown. The tap dust in there one more time for the parade to come through and take damage.
Here we go. Blazing's coming in, burn it down. Unfortunately, it doesn't find its mark, and now Cheryo.
Enough time in there to go ahead with the follow-up here. Throw out the mix. On top of that, that's a round for Odriman.
Duel 3. Let's rock.
Go. Winner of this, 1 game away. Cheryo. Actually gives up Gold Burst.
Yeah, going to get the extra meter for that on top of that, but going to have to maybe deal with like an unfortunate situation here in the corner. The love coming out for all, but mostly for Goldlewis here, all the way to going to make sure to break that wall with style.
Man, as healthy as ever. Cheryo just needs the one opening. Odriman finds it first, though.
Doesn't get anything forward. We're just holding back here. We're just using both of that, the burst on there, and actually, yeah, canceled out on the BRC on here. Going to turn things around, and that's going to be Odriman up 2.
This is looking dire for Cheryo at this point. I mean, he has not looked out of it in any sense of the word this set, rather. But oh.
Khalil in the was also pointing out the first time I've seen post nerf super PRC. Yeah. I think so too. I was like, yeah, I hadn't seen that in a hot minute, and I was like, it's like I had to remember exactly how that worked on there. But yeah, just ready for at a moment's notice, found it in the right situation.
All right, this is it. Cheryo staring down the barrel of a second place. Odriman looking to take victory here.
Odriman's been playing the tournament of their life in this top 8 here. Catches on it with the jumping dust in here and blow up the throw and keep it down, but the jumping D says, no, get on the ground.
Typhoon doesn't find anything, and Odriman just uses YRC to get space. And now we're tossing items. We got the meteors!
Oh, the meteors. Yeah, the ball pit is real here with the final. And you still got more meteors. You're not even going to need them for that. They're just going to be decoration here. You're putting on a light show.
Here
Set
we go,
point.
Odriman on tournament point, on set point. Cheryo looking for an opening again.
A lot of hammers, a lot of trumpets playing in, and the Faust is coming out to play one more time here. It'll be him time who catches on the backdash from Odriman.
Hits coming in, Odriman. They'll make their way out. Snip, snip, snip. Here we go. Light the afro on fire. Get another one.
Got a second opinion. Oh, one more time? On the explosion on there, there's a little bit of the trumpet parade coming out to play there. Into the overdrive. Really good situation in there. Positive bonus time.
A whole lot of damage done because of the super, but here we go. Odriman realistically needs 2 touches in order to steal away Cheryo here. Meanwhile, Odriman 1 touch away from dying right now.
Oh, you're gonna have to use all your like did not get chipped out amazingly. Nearly out of it on there. Now we're just trying to get it in with the Skyfish one more time in here. Trumpet goes to Goldlewis in here, holding down, get a lot of meter, goes away. Finally, their luck finally ran out at that point.
Man. Scratching and clawing desperately at this point, trying to find some path to victory, but here we go. Cheryo starting the offensive pressure. Odriman dive kicks out!
Oh, get the side switch on top of that too. Throws out an item, just gets the banana in play here. Seen a lot of that, but we're going now. We're playing golf and almost gets a all-in-one on there. Tries to go in it, but we're already up in the air. Catches on it and snip, snip, snip. Go to the barber shop. You need this.
Oh no. Odriman gets the
banana peel slip. The banana peel slip on top. Got the combo on here. Both players have at least half a meter to work with here. Teleport on the other side. The delay into the grab, and that's going to be it. Odriman takes that in the reset. 3-1 revenge for that winners finals.
Absolutely unreal play by Odriman there at the very end, able to get the clean sweep.